on Facebook at Impact Science Solution or on Instagram at Impact Science GA.
Dependable, dependable God.
BML Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. We sell everything auto except the gas. Visit our stores, 114C Haglapa Road, Kingston, 24 Caledonia Road, Bandiville, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact us at 876-618-2781. The time by BML Auto is 1 p.m.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of the Sports. I see you start laughing already.
No, I'm having a conversation. And I'm winning an argument in my phone, yes.
Oh, yeah, we're not arguing.
Yes.
I'm afraid of man, say, yeah, we're not arguing, especially. You know, the people who always accuse you of being, of saying, oh, all I want to do is win and love one win argument.
The ones who are losing the argument.
Are usually the ones who are very good at arguing. I'm good at arguing sports. In fact, I think I'm good at arguing most things.
Yes.
Like my friends and I were having a heated discussion yesterday about the youth them with the dunce bag.
Mm-hmm.
And you know normally a sports meet a sports, but
yes,
at least one principal has said that no, you can't wear the dunce bag come to my school.
Yes.
And we were discussing whether a principal should have the right to tell a youth that or not. Sometimes I wish we could discuss non-sporting topics.
So
the next program.
It sounds like me would have disagree upon a topic there, you know.
Which side me there? Which side me there? Which side you there?
You're probably on the side of the saying, boy, what if the youth is a straight A student? What is wrong if he's wearing a dunce on his back?
And that you think me, I said?
Yes.
And what would you say?
I'd be saying that no, don't allow them to read. This dunce glorifying of the dunce thing, I don't like it from the youngsters.
All right. So Sean, I look my way. You have a problem, Sean? Can we talk some sports now? People, I need a camera for Sean. Sean Grant doesn't create the impression that he's a humorous guy.
And he is, you know.
No, man, I tell you, Sean, build up in face and Sean is not always this pleasant person to hear on the radio.
Yes.
Sean have a way of blowing your body up. Him not mean nothing, you know. 10 minutes after him cuss you out, he might you good.
Yes.
But while he's making up his face, I don't know, it just makes me laugh, you know. Chris, Neo has a song like that. When You're Mad. You know that Neo there?
Yeah.
The song name When You're Mad. Google it, people. He finds it funny when his woman is angry. I find it funny when Sean angry. What you say, Sean? Me cannot understand what you say. I don't understand. Come around, Sean, man. You're not presenter, man. People are coming to the phones, but Sean wants to say something. You want something about the dunce bag argument to me raise? All right, what is it? 3 minutes out of the program.
No, there's some minutes out of the program.
Yeah. With the dunce bag.
Yeah. The principal of Jonathan Grant.
Yeah.
I think he said it all though. Dr. Uncle. There's no way a student should be wearing a bag with the name Dunce on it. No way. If I had a relative, and I hear the bag is for between $14,000 and $20,000 for the bag, you know.
Wow.
If I had a relative and that they had that bag and they saved the money to buy that bag is rubbish or burned.
Yeah, throw the bag.
No, I burn it in front of him. Him or her.
Say God no.
God no. I'm very serious. You don't wear a bag announcing that dunce. What is that? If I'm very serious about that.
Sean face. Sean face.
No man, I'm serious man. I'm
then
very serious.
Then when you burn up the youth bag now and the youth say, "My bag."
Give my bag.
No more, but my 14,000 dunce bag.
No man, you learn from that. You dunce for buy it.
And what if it's a bright?
Oh no, you dunce for buy it. But why you portraying dunce? Because a style. You think every style is good? It's a style. No, it's a style. It's a style. No, so it's
not going to buy a
thing.
Bag dunce.
Yeah.
But does a principal have the right to say you can't come to school?
I think he had. If you it's school, you know.
Yeah.
First and foremost, and a beach gone, you know.
And
A
Dunce
school
runs
and
contrary to every principle. you know.
Exactly.
Yes.
Contrary to school.
No, so me understand the moral position.
No, man. I'm standing with I stand with Mr. Uncle.
Well, I know.
Straight up.
What I'm trying to understand is not the moral position.
Mhm.
Morally, the principal must tell you can't come in with that.
Mhm.
I'm talking legally now.
Yeah.
Does the principal have the legal right?
Carry me to court. Carry me to court.
Marry Mr. Uncle.
In bad, man.
no.
Principal of the year again, man. for me.
Marry Mr. Uncle, you know, because I believe that at some point we have a drop the youth.
Yes.
Because
Because-
if you're accepting Dunce now, what you gonna accept next year?
You
You have to draw the line somewhere.
Is it legal?
No, whether it's legal or not.
No.
A lot of things are not legal, but are rules.
Yeah.
Remember that,
Like
you know.
black shoes.
Yeah, black shoes, brown shoes. The school has a rule, say brown shoes.
But
Is it
does-
legal to
but
wear?
does it-
Is it legal?
No,
Because
man.
the school,
Hold
call the
on,
school.
hold on. It is when the youth are come to school, September, man,
Mhm.
and you get a list of do's and don'ts.
Right.
Black shoes, blue and white uniform.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. That would be in the
That's in the
Yeah.
school rule.
Yeah.
And something new can be written in the school rule.
Then you have to
Don't carry no bag with dunce on it.
Yeah.
Simple as that. That's the school. That's my school rule.
No,
don't-
then a school rule and I fit it from.
But-
Yeah, you have to be there first, technically.
Right.
No. Well, guess what? The school starts now, and the rule is set for now. From this term start, don't carry that book.
Don't
carry that bag. If I see somebody from Excel say with that bag, me don't have a problem, you know. Me don't have a problem.
Even if the youth, right?
Right? I don't care if I'm bright or not. What you celebrating?
Yeah.
What are you celebrating? I'm going to have a major problem with that.
I be talking to a man yesterday, artist, and the man run me off for the phone because I sound like I'm sound now. Talking about the legalities. See, I mean, a people like me, I mash up the country.
I'm not getting into that.
I should be just coming out right.
No man. That and I think the ministry should come in. I mean,
Well, the minister, what do I call it?
The minister.
The minister of education is saying that the principal must not turn away the students. with the
Mhm.
dunce bag.
Minister of Education.
That's what she said.
No,
Big
sir,
up,
hey, calm down.
No.
Take a deep breath before you say it. That's correct.
No. All I'm saying, principles should be set by everyone.
Megan, I sports
Mhm.
mm
All right.
Very rarely I do this, people.
Yes.
But I had the
It's-
argument
it's
last
very-
night.
yeah,
and
and it's
people
very-
wake me up out
it's
of
very
the bed
topical.
this morning and talk about the same.
Yeah.
We need another program for discuss social.
Even for 1 hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me and the bishop, wonder if we could have done that.
Yes, we could.
Which day of the week?
Even one day of the week.
Yeah.
Maybe a Friday evening
After
sports day.
sports days.
Yeah.
One discussion about life. And if
Yeah.
the bishop want to squeeze in like a religion tonight too. But wish we could have talked publicly about some of them somewhere. Anyway, a sports the thing there. The thing is sports desk.
Yeah.
I was very disappointed with one particular caller yesterday evening. I hope him call back early today. That's all I say.
Independence Fortis.
Yeah,
man.
The man sound very bramble yesterday, my boss. We have a call up.
yeah,
I
we have-
want to forgive you about that Don's argument there, but we did have. Hello,
Hello, good afternoon.
Mount Salem. How you doing?
Yes, I want 20 seconds on a non-sporting topic to ask Alric a question. But before I ask that question, before the doping thing that you talked about yesterday, Mr. Matthews, with Paul Pogba,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he gave an interview, and I'm gonna read part of the interview. Mr. Higgins, I want you to tell me what you think. The last one, because I can't read all of it. I thought about leaving football. Money changes people and can destroy a family. It can create a war. Sometimes when I was alone, I thought I don't want to have money anymore. I don't want to play football anymore. I just want to be with normal people so that they can love me for who I am and not for the money. Sometimes it's hard. What do you think about that statement?
I saw the rich people themselves.
Yeah, man.
sometime.
Yeah, man. Sometimes.
Yes, I remember Brian Lara once saying, cricket is ruining my life. And it give up cricket for about 8 months. When Brian Lara was 16, he never was going to say that. You have some things that are just exclusively rich people's problem.
Yeah.
So you think a man? So you think he said it. So I don't know if I can't say don't mean.
Say money are ruining him life. Are rich
Say-
people
say-
talk that way, yeah, man? No poor people, like I said.
He wants to be normal.
Yes, and he said he don't want.
Well,
to
I
have
would
money
switch place with
anymore.
Pogba right
Yeah,
now, my
man.
boss.
Yeah, and the question as a man of Christian, I don't want to.
I prefer Paul Pogba's problems than mine.
Yes.
Right, that's the thing that I wanted to ask Alric now.
Yeah.
And it's general, Mr. Higgins. Why is it that poor people want to be rich and well, not every rich people still.
No man, only a
But
few of them, man. Very few of them. And
Oh, so you-
if Pogba now have to say him want be ordinary, you know, all him have to do
Is give it up.
is just give up his money to the poor
Yes.
and
Got to be a normal.
and be a normal man.
Yeah.
Don't say this is what you would love
Yes.
to do.
Nobody's
and so
stopping you
what
from
do you
doing
think
it.
about the
Exactly.
part when he? What do you think about the part when he said he want people to love him for who he is? He want to be
All
normal
him have to
people.
do, him no mean that. May I say, if he's complaining about not wanting money, he shouldn't have money. If me think money, me tired for have money, then it's simple, you know. Me just give away too much people. Him can send some, come give me.
Yeah.
So when he said he don't want to play football anymore, he should just stop playing football and go conduct a town bus as what you would say, right?
Simple, man. It don't bother. They don't mean it when them say them something. They don't mean it. Them just attack because them have go through some issues. Like more time I say, boy, I'm tired of broadcasting. You know. When me bramble people and people have me off for me to do them nothing. Sometimes in the back of your mind, I say, but deep down, given the options that I could do, at this me still want.
Right, and I hear a lot of people sometimes on this topic, Mr. Higgins, said, okay, we are not sensitive, we are not I don't know the word I have to look for, but we are not sensitive towards these people. And
Oh
what
yeah,
they are
man,
going
that
through.
true.
Right, but the thing is,
No, but we understand that we're all human beings, and you will have mental issues, but the part of it about you want to be a normal person. Why would you want to be normal?
Him don't
No,
want to be
you
normal.
don't want to be normal.
Allah tell me say if you want to be normal, all you have to do, give up football, give up your millions.
Yeah.
It can't be so hard to get a work a pack bag in a supermarket.
Yes.
Apply for that. You won't get more normal than that.
And the thing is,
Go ahead.
Why is it that people think that when you're, well, not even say poor, but when you are not rich, you are more happy? Why people think that?
Nothing that goes to
Is I don't think if you, Mr. Matthews, if you have your rent to pay, your 2 kids figure.
when you have to fret every month in time to pay your bills, my boss. I want to month say them not go to my boss.
Put it this way: rich people are unhappy, poor people are unhappy. I prefer rich people's problems than the poor people's problems. That's all.
No, but the thing is, a lot of times I always hear people that, oh, like poor people are more happy because poor people are able to walk around regular, and you know they don't have to have security around them and all of that.
Give me the millions and give me the security.
Yeah, but think about it, Monsignor. What are the things that generally people do to enjoy life? Is to go out and have fun, my boss. Go to places,
Money gives you
money gives you the option to go to these places.
money. That is what money does, when I have money, I can decide. This weekend me I go west.
There you go.
Or this weekend me I go watch it.
Yes.
Or the weekend me I go stay home and invite with some friends.
Yes.
When you have the money, you have them options.
So
You have to just live
if you
home.
decide to go to the movies, go to the club, whatever you decide to
Give
go to
me
the
those
cost.
problems.
And with these sports thing, I look at Usain Bolt now, Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
When Usain Bolt do what he does, he can actually retire for the rest of his life,
Now believe the people might tell us the money are ruining them, boss. Being poor isn't moving from rich to poor isn't hard, So the man when me I go believe said wants to be ordinary is the man who goes out of his way. I say, me I give away all of my things to the poor. Me will start serve the Lord, and me I go get a little work at the gas station.
But by the way, as you said that, all of these people that complain about, I'm talking about the Neo Massacres and the rich people of this world.
Yeah.
Have any of them give up what they have?
No, sir.
Even one person?
None at all. There are issues that come when you're rich, and there are issues that happens when you're poor. Issues not stop, but the rich issues, they prefer those than the poor issues. My son.
Fair enough. Have a good day.
Yeah, man. Oh, my sound, Sean?
Mm-hmm.
My sound good? Chance with sound out there. All right, hello?
Hello,
Yes.
this is Anonymous.
Yeah, Anonymous. What's up?
Orville, Average Higgins, good morning.
The man call me average. Don't call me son. Bossy.
No, you place so much emphasis by averages. We don't feel like you that as your middle name.
Oh, it's not because I'm an average person.
No,
it's because I like to talk about average.
No, yeah, you don't play so
Oh,
much.
average.
But deviating from sports a little, this Duns thing, right?
Yeah.
And I always say to Orville, you know what we live in the wider world? Self-righteous, double standard hypocrites. That's what we all are. Orville,
Yeah.
when the artists go up on stage and they might do good, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Saying wicked. The artist bad.
Yes.
When the tune is a good song, you know what we say?
Yeah, man.
The tune mad,
Yeah.
the tune wicked, the tune bad.
But that's not double standard.
No, listen, we are.
Hold it. Yeah, but me have a break. No, me have. Hey, me have a break. I have a break. Lord Anonymous, I have a break.
Please.
Me have to take a break and then we'll come back to you. You're not even listening, man. We're coming back.
My Mega Mart, best value by far. With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far. My Mega Mart, best value by far.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at OmegaKLAS.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Anonymous. You see, we just had to take a break.
I apologize, man. I thought you wanted to interrupt, man.
No, we had to take a break.
Okay. What I'm saying, right? You say it's not double standard. I say it is. Because listen, suppose that there are some bugs coming out now, and you see on it, wicked. Would we have a problem?
I'm sure some people would.
No, the school fraternity. Like
They probably would.
They would.
Probably.
And if you had a bag come out and it's bad, Mr. Michael Jackson that tune say I'm bad, you know. Suppose that thing had come out with the word bad, would we have a problem?
You are asking me, I don't know.
Yeah, me just ask, you know.
I don't know. Some would, some would, some won't.
But maybe we would and maybe we would not, because I said we are some double standard hypocrites. That's all we are, some double standard hypocrites. And listen to this, you see rich and poor, Orville,
yeah.
It's relative. Because some people are comfortable in what they have. Some people are greedy because they have more than they need. So in this life, you're not going to have no balance. What you feel comfortable with or have achieved, it makes you rich, you know. Whatever you find makes you rich in your.
No, man, that's not what I'm debating, you know. I'm saying the guy's talking about Paul Pogba said he wants to be ordinary.
Yeah.
And he's tired of football.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is if you are that tired of football and you want to be ordinary, just give up your riches and find a work at a gas station.
No, but him never find a work at a gas station. Maybe him can live off of what him have.
He says he wants to be ordinary, my boss. Ordinary people don't have millions in them account.
When he was playing football, he's still an ordinary person, in my estimation.
Anonymous.
It's just his profession.
Anonymous. In the context of what the man is talking about. He mentioned money, I never mean it.
Yeah.
And he's saying where money is now an issue, and he when he's talking about ordinary, he's talking in the context of not having that kind of money.
Yeah, but what
so I'm saying if he believes that money is preventing him from being ordinary, then
fine, understand. But you can satisfy him now, him Paul Papa. You know what he must do?
Yeah.
Just go around like Sister Teresa, man, and give money to charity and give it to poor people and go to poor countries. I think he would have feel better than himself, but nothing to do. Because listen,
that is the point I'm making.
Yeah, money, you know, money. Money don't really bring happiness, you know, Harvey. It doesn't, you know, because I know a lot of people with a lot of money and they have a lot of problems and a lot of dissensions.
I agree.
Same like the amount of money them have. So it doesn't really bring you happiness. Happiness is what you find in yourself.
And I agree. All I'm saying is that I prefer the rich problems.
No problem.
Than the
no
poor
problem. But sometimes the rich problems are dangerous because the poor people problem is just to pay them bills. And if them have money, can pay them bills and live a normal life. I think
Big man, you prefer? Okay. Would you prefer to be very rich or very poor?
Very poor or very rich?
Yeah.
Very rich.
That's my point exactly.
Very rich. But I don't want to be rich.
No, man, you answer me. You prefer, and you know that being very rich comes with its own issue.
Yeah, of course. But nobody wants to be poor, Orville. Come on.
That's all I'm saying.
But there are other people, you know the people who suffer the most in this life, Orville?
Who?
Are the people who just want food, clothes, and shelter.
Anyway, what else you have?
Those are the people who suffer.
What else you have to
in this life? They're not greedy, they're just satisfying people. And they suffer the most. How does that man say?
Does that you say today?
Yeah, man, have a good day.
Blessed Dan.
All right,
Zidane.
Big up.
Yeah, man, all right.
We take another one. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
I say, I'm on time. Old Trafford.
Old Trafford.
Yeah, good afternoon, Old Trafford.
What go on? Zidane in that place?
Yes, Old Trafford.
I say, I hear Zidane, man. Yeah, go on. You're a genius, man.
Yes, my boss.
I'm there, man. I say, you know, big up a Man U nation, you know. Pelpa, big up yourself, you know. Whole Man U nation, you know. Come here, so like a Liverpool man, they must say, boy, they must come in front of this at time, but I feel that's going easy. We have a little injury on them thing, but still not going to get everything together still. But today, I'm there, today, I'm strong, you know, I'm just there, going to yell up and sitting, you know.
Yeah, man.
I'm a genius, you know.
Where you at upon your strong?
You know, saying I'm on the villa and bridge, I'm married with two female and sitting for 1 2 days, one villa day. We just go and easy with self because our life big, you know. Work hard, you know.
Yes.
If only you were richer, man, you could have fly out.
Yeah, man, you could have fly to Dubai.
You know, some more time, one of the thing in the pipeline, but we just take with time, step one step. We say we are coming from far, one of struggle and we're going on. One of the thing we get in now. We there, we just go and live. We generally, you know, every day we listen, you know, Zidane, we now call, you know.
Yes, Old Trafford. I know.
Yeah, look towards them and think every day.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we understand, man. We understand.
Yeah. So, you know, people call and tell them, but we have to tell them for ourselves. You know, so we don't do a good job for a long time. Years, and I do this now, Orville.
Yeah, man, it has been a while.
Years, it's not going on. I know, say we don't have enough things to people.
The program means so much to so many people. Yeah.
Hey, Orville, it's easy. I'm Virgin, I tell me, I have to tell us, you know, they don't want to bring up. You don't say it's easy. You just don't, what your radio career say, man.
What did I do?
You just straight, you don't talk to him, and you know, so, yo, they not admit this help bill them, but me tell you, say, you're not easy, just make Badger radio career. But Badger big up yourself still, you have to just get some sports and get back on the thing, you see me? But we know, say, Orville is a man who plays straight in the phone thing, and man, say, man, that's about Badger radio career, saying, Zidane. Only if a man say to me, say, oh, they nah, you Badger again, I say, you know, say, true, man, Orville, I say, man, Orville, you always take on and get a little stripe, see me, you know, but you don't really admit it and something. But Pioneer, big up yourself, Diego, your godfather. We're there and sitting there going and listening, you know. Zidane, big up yourself, you know. I will not say nothing.
No, I'm wondering, why would you accuse me of such a horrible thing?
Yeah, man, can watch out. I must say, nah, talk to you, man. I must say, when you see an argument today, the little cricketer sitting, he's a man. Sometimes, usually, we know a little 1 and 2 points, and the people love that. But you don't talk to him and come and talk to Zidane. Zidane just, I am buying nothing much, but yeah, man, when you know, say, yo, with certain man, Orville and come for, and the people want to hear them on Orville, you see me?
Oh.
So, you know, your side state, you're easy, you know. Well, I mean, I know now I got Billy back still, but well, I say, really, you know, people have been doing an argument that come up all
so
type
what,
of thing,
what are you trying to say? He built a name
so
by taking me on.
Remember saying,
and I gave him some relevance in the space.
For what you for first, you start breaking down, you say, well, Badger, you win the argument. So from this way, you come like you don't plan, so when time Badger come in, you're not going in the argument. You know what kind of different really outside the radio, but well, remember say I radio, all of this on the phone alone, you know, people out there listen to you, man.
You're accusing me of some really serious things, you know?
No, that's the one, that's X, man. I want to say he's a very intelligent man in argument. You see me? So, you know, take a easy man to grow upon the radio, you know.
I never know that I had the ability to build a man's sporting
career. Yeah, I know. I really think me attacking
that. I thought a man was able to build his career by the intelligence of what he was saying.
No, I said nothing to Badger. Man just build Badger and just brought down Badger. But that's how I go. I really still have man have to learn. My friend just come with some nice topic.
For the record, I plead innocent to all these charges.
You know how I go on, man. I listen every day, man. A long time I listen to Orville. So we listen to you as a man, they tell you already come like when you grow. It's better your brother name from down so. Big up himself still, but remember your name.
Anyway, big
so
up.
We listen to you.
Big up on your strong Old Trafford.
I say, what man, that's continue to go on the work, good work. Man U Nation, big up all on yourself. No Shakes, Rooney, all of Man U Nation.
Yeah.
So, big up on yourself.
Big up the Man U. Yeah, man. All right. Big up yourself, Old Trafford.
Man, sound like he's going to enjoy himself on his birthday.
Yeah.
Two ladies. That man with 2 days. Book a little villa.
Did he say 2 ladies?
Him say some more girls.
I don't remember. Yeah, but did he say 2?
So like him and him brethren. Anyway, we go back online. Hello. All right, we're coming up to Just Bet. We have an opportunity to squeeze one more before Just Bet at 12:30. Just to remind you of the numbers: 876-968-8117. And we'll take some text at some point in the program. 876-828-0925. Call and let your voice be heard.
Yeah, man, I could discuss the game tonight. Let's see what will happen if the Jamaicans will play. I hear the coach saying that he thinks that Haiti would be a tougher opponent. He spoke about the physical.
You believe that?
Well, maybe talking about in the context of the physical play because he did allude to that. So I think Honduras will be ahead of Haiti in CONCACAF football.
The thing is, we've had the advantage. Well, but Haiti not beat in recent times, right? Have they? We have not lost to Honduras. I remember talking to Damian Lowe last Tuesday, and him said was since he's been playing, he has not lost to Honduras. And Damian has been around for a little while.
Yeah,
which means that generally we've get the better of Honduras, but I don't know why the coach would say Haiti is tougher.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe based on the scouting. I don't know.
But I think we should give a better account of it.
He also admitted that he thought in our build-up play rapport will keep losing the ball.
Very poor. Anyway,
we squeeze one before
Just
Bet.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, I walk on Orville, walk on Zidane.
This is Berto.
Why it's been tough to call you guys. I've been busy.
It's tough to call us because he has been busy and
the line doesn't
dead. Wow.
I will try getting him back.
Berto salt boy. Finally get us some time to call and the phone line just went dead.
Yeah, man. Berto is a very busy man. So the fact that him could have get through now and then the line just went dead. Maybe it wasn't meant to be. Or you can always call back Berto after the Just Bet something. You get it?
Yeah, man. Orville.
Yes.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago, I was calling the program, maybe a little longer, to talk to you about at the time Women's World Cup was going on and the World Athletics had just a start. I mean, they want to have a reason about it, you know? I'm going to call you one afternoon and them click me through. But the afternoon, Derek when name Dwight Chateau must make you get vexed. And you spend 20 minutes I cuss the man. And I cuss till when you done cuss, it reach time for break. And then by the time break come back, you spend another 10 minutes a cuss.
You spend half an hour a cuss Dwight.
It was almost the time I end, for the show end.
So you're saying I spent half an hour cussing Dwight Chateau?
Half an hour, brethren. I can tell you if I timed it.
Oh my God.
I'm going to say to myself, boy, you know, Robert, you're a big man. If you slug for the radio, I wait your credit. I wait for this, brethren. I'm going to say, Orville, you know, some of your brethren from a long time, so I'm rate you, but you have to sometimes, I know you're upset, you know, you have reasons to be upset, but you have to consider sometimes the people left on the line. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of a thing. I lost, because I didn't call, because the day is kind of tense on the radio. I mean, the call, so I talk some nice, fun sports, have a nice at the time. But after I sit up and say, yo, so we have to give a 2-week break start. You know, we take a 2-week suspension for the program.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't half an hour, but I hear it.
It was a long, well, we have to count the time, but it was long. It was long, I can tell you. Anyway, so I want to talk about women's sports, right? Because there's a big argument going on around, you know, equal pay, and even people talk about the Women's World Cup.
I tell you what, Berto. We have a sponsored feature right now, which is Just Bet. I will interrupt you, and we would definitely like to hear you finish the point you're making. I'm even suggesting that we will call you back. Me owe you that, since me cost Dwight for half hour and interrupt you. Can we call you back at 1:45?
1:45. Where will I be? Yeah, all right, yeah, I should be here.
That is my personal favor to you, my friend.
All
And other people don't answer that privilege. Just the man sent me course for half an hour, turn him off, and he's called to be disrupted now. So out of a little favor, we'll try to get him back. Or if you can call back 1:45, you can. I mean, no credit on your problem. Just say Berto, and they'll put you to the head of the queue. Fair enough? All right, we have to run. We're coming back.
We just.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
All right, in sports in a minute, fast bowler Jofra Archer trained with England on Tuesday, raising hopes he could still travel to the World Cup as a reserve to the frontline squad. Archer, who's 28, has missed the entire home summer with a stress fracture in his right elbow. He was not considered fit enough for a place in the 50-man World Cup squad, but could be one of 3 reserves. England must finalize their party for the tournament in India in October and November by September 28th. That is sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at a Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes. Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at a Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Tracy, who you go give on now?
You're too fast. Hey, me I got your text now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game, from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. Just Bet. All right. Yeah, time for Just Bet. And we have Jesse Blake in the wings. Hi, Jesse Blake.
Good afternoon, Mr. Higgins. How are you, sir?
I'm not too bad, man. Not too bad.
Good. Sound like you're doing better than Aaron Rodgers today. That's great.
He didn't know all that great, huh? He was injured.
Yeah, 4 plays into the season and he goes down with a torn Achilles. ESPN reporting this morning. It's tough. Very tough. I mean, that Jets team was supposed to be one of the tighter contenders this season in the NFL. And to see Aaron Rodgers go down like that, it was just, I mean, I was shocked when I saw it. I was watching it live. I was shocked.
All right, cool. All right, so we go to the business at hand. And the first game where we start, interestingly enough, is the game tonight. CONCACAF Nations League Group B, I think we're in. Jamaica will take on Haiti. How do you see this game going? And how should our listenership wager on this one?
I love that because we have a number of ways that folks can wager on this game for one half of football, for the whole game. You can take advantage of so many betting options that we have available. Now, Jamaica come into this one, of course, after that narrow 1-0 home victory over Honduras last week. Meanwhile, Haiti, they could not be separated against Cuba. That ended in a goalless draw. That draw means Haiti has 1 point coming into this game, level with 3 other teams in the group. Jamaica, they are at the summit of the group on 3 points. Now, interestingly enough, while Haiti has historically struggled against the Reggae Boys, the last game they played against us, they were victorious, running out 2-0 winners. However, Haiti not in a good spot at the moment. They are going now 3 games without a win, and failure to beat the Reggae Boys this evening at 7 p.m. The game kicks off local time. Failure to win here will leave them off the pace in the race for the top 2 emerging from Group B. Now, the Just Bet final result bet option has Jamaica as the favorite at odds of $1.66. Our visitors, Haiti, they come in at $4.50. The draw at $3.60. Now, the odds we just presented, folks, are the simple, straight-up, basic odds on each team to win and odds on the draw. We call that the final result bet option. Of course, you can take advantage of that betting option, or you can take advantage of one of the options that will give you the best return for your betting buck. We call it the Just Bet Correct Score betting option. How it works is simple. If you think you can predict the score of a game, you place a bet on that score, and that's the correct score. At the end of regulation and stoppage time, it can be very profitable for you. Of course, you can place a bet on any scoreline that you think will be the correct score. Not only Jamaica versus Haiti tonight, but all the football games that you want to bet on. Now, bets you can place for this game include if Haiti wins by a goal to nil, a $500 bet will pay $4,500 in winnings. If it's Haiti by 2 goals to 1, a $500 bet will pay $7,500 in winnings. If it's Haiti by 2 goals to nil, $10,500 an offer with a $500 wager. Now for the Jamaicans, correct score bets include if they win 3-0. A $500 bet pays $6,000 in winnings. Jamaica by 3 goals to 1 would pay $7,500 in winnings with a $500 effort. But if Jamaica can beat Haiti by 4 goals to 1 later on, a $500 bet would pay $18,000 in winnings, folks. Do remember, the game kicks off this evening at 7. For me, I'm liking the Jamaicans in this one. Haiti in a world of hurt at the moment, taking Jamaica to win by 2 goals to 0. That would pay $4,500 in winnings with a $500 bet, and taking the Reggae Boys to win $1.66 straight up.
Reggae Boys 2-1. Yeah.
Oh, you think Haiti finds a goal in this one?
Yes.
All right. Well, if Jamaica wins by 2 goals to 1, a $500 bet would pay $4,000 even in winnings.
All right. Well, as long as we win, we're good. But I'd said 2-1 in the Honduras game.
Yeah, man.
Didn't work out. I'm going with 2-1 against Haiti as well.
Yeah, we're on to something though, man. That was still a goal margin of difference between the two teams. We're on to something.
There you go.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
so we go down to South America where the World Cup qualifiers are on in earnest, and Chile will welcome Colombia this evening, 7:30 local time. How you see this one going?
Yeah, the hosts in the form of Chile, they suffered a 3-1 away loss to Uruguay in their campaign opener last Friday. They look to return to winning ways in the first home game of their South American World Cup qualifying campaign. Now, they fell 3 goals down in the first half. It was Arturo Vidal who gave them the consolation goal in the 74th minute. Now, the visitors in the form of Colombia, they did play Venezuela at home in their campaign opener. They got a 1-0 victory out of that one. In terms of recent form, Chile winless in the last 2 games after recording back-to-back wins in their previous 3 games. Now, they've suffered 5 defeats in the last 6 games in the World Cup qualifiers. Very important. Failing to score in 3 games in that period. They've also not done that well at home in qualifiers. They suffered 3 defeats in a row at home. Colombia looking better right now in terms of recent form. They've won the last 3 games in the World Cup qualifiers. and have done a good job of keeping clean sheets in that period. And to make it worse, they are unbeaten in the last 3 away meetings against Chile in the World Cup qualifiers, and it reflects in the Just Bet final result bet option because Colombia is the favored team at odds of $2.45. Healthy odds on Colombia. Chile, the underdog at $3.20. The draw attracts odds of $3.05. Now, folks, do remember that correct score betting allows you to maximize on your winning potential. That's what we all want. You won't find a better sports betting option in the market. Now, for this game, bets you can place include if Colombia wins 1-0, a $500 bet would pay $3,375 in winnings. If it's Colombia 2-0, $5,500 on offer with a $500 bet. Now, for Chile, correct score bets include if they win 1-0, a $500 bet pays $4,000 even in winnings. If it's Chile by 2-1, a $500 bet pays $6,000 in winnings. Chile via the upset special, 2-0 would pay $7,500 in winnings with a $500 effort. And do remember, folks, you can also bet on a draw as a correct score bet. If this game ends in a 1-1 draw, for example, that would return $2,750 in winnings with a $500 bet. Colombia on the road. I think Chile, though, they have a lot to play for later on. But Colombia for me by a 0-0. $3,375 with a $500 bet. Sorry, Colombia, better team right now. Taking them to win at odds of $2.45 straight up.
Well, I'm going Colombia 1 and Chile 1. I have it as a 1-all.
Yes, that is a good. That's a good bet. I'm thinking, Orville, that Chile they will be desperate to put out a good performance, especially in front of their home crowd. Colombia definitely the better team right now, but may find it tough to overhaul the Chileans later on this evening at 7:30. The 1-all draw is a good shout, and that pays $2,750 in winnings, so that $500 bet.
All right, that doesn't sound too bad. So catch a thing on that as well. All right, and the final one we're doing, still in the South American World Cup qualifiers, Brazil plays at Peru. Also this evening, starting at 9.
Absolutely. Now, here it is, folks, that you have the opportunity to place bets on games that are going to be played really close in terms of the time that the games will kick off. So you have the 7 o'clock encounter, and of course, you're ending out with the Brazil and Peru that kicks off at 9 o'clock. If you don't want to bet on correct score betting, you can actually combine your final result bets on one ticket. Those odds will be added together, then multiplied by your betting dollar. And that's how you make the winnings nice and sweet with us at JustBet by combining those bets on one ticket as well. So we had a little problem with the Chile-Colombia matchup in terms of identifying possibly who we think will win. I think this one is much more straightforward, Orville, and it reflects in the odds. Brazil, heavily favored to win at $1.36 straight up. Peru at odds of $9 even, and the draw attracts odds of $4.75. By the way, folks, Peru is the home team. The Brazilians, of course, are on the road. Of course, Neymar, having notched the all-time top scorer title for Brazil with 79 goals, will be looking to overhaul the Peruvians. And for this game, correct score bets include if Brazil does that by a correct score of 2-0, a $500 bet would pay $2,875 in winnings. Brazilians 3-0, $4,000 on offer with a $500 bet. And if Brazil wins in a 6-goal thriller by 4-2, a $500 bet would pay all of $35,500 in winnings. Now for Peru, correct score bets include if they win 1-0, a $500 bet pays $10,000 even. Peru 2-1, $15,500 on offer with a $500 bet. And if Peru wins via the upset special 2-0, that correct score would pay $30,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Brazil on the road, no problem. Brazil 3-1 for me. $5,000 even with a $500 bet. Taking the Brazilians as well, $1.36 straight up.
All right, this is where we both agree on the same thing. Brazil playing away to Peru. 3-1 sounds just about right, so I'm going to agree with you on that.
excellent, my brother. Well done.
Indeed. Well, take us to the break with your usual wise words.
All right. Thank you so much, as usual. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to those who placed bets on the recently concluded U.S. Open. Of course, Novak Djokovic and Coco Gauff, the men's and women's champions, respectively. A big thank you to the betting public that took advantage and exploited the bets that we had available for the U.S. Open. Well, NFL season, folks, a whole lot happening in the National Football League in the United States. Week 2 commences on Thursday. Make it justbetja.com or justbet location near you. And of course, we talk a lot of football as well. A whole lot of football being played right now. Still inside the international break. Looking forward to club play on the weekend. So, of course, get in the game. Make it justbetja.com or a justbet location near you. Always a pleasure being here on Omega Radio inside the Winner's Edge on the Sports Desk. Orville, to you, your team, and the listeners, from all of us at Just Bet, stay safe, enjoy the games, and catch you later on in the week on Thursday. Take care till then.
All right, big up, Sir Justin Blake. That was our Just Bet Winner's Edge feature. We come back after the break. Just saying to Berto called through, and the producers, if Berto calls, give him first preference. He got cut off, or he was interrupted because of this feature. We're coming back after the break. That was the Just Bet Winner's Edge, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
We are here for you. Have you ever thought about how much of your time you give to God? Whether it is 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes, God delights in the moments you share with Him. Join Prophet Dexton Burton for 15 minutes of prophetic glory, Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. as he takes you on a prophetic journey of signs, wonders, and miracles, breaking bread, administering healing, breakthrough, and deliverance. God speaks and His mind is revealed through His servant.
Can you shout that out? We need to move. We need to move.
The Scoreboard, Mondays to Fridays, one of the best sports programs on radio. The Scoreboard features informative, investigative, and hard-hitting sports discussions with top-quality guests. Join us 5 to 6 p.m. with our A-list hosts as we inform and entertain. That's The Scoreboard, Mondays to Fridays, 5 to 6 p.m. This is KLAS-FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at OmegaKLAS.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back, and Bertie, if you're calling, call us through. They are obligated to put your head in the line. All right, so as soon as Berto is available, we'll take him. What do we do now? We go to him now. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Afternoon, Orville.
All right, how you do?
This is Wayne from Portmore.
Yeah.
Big up yourself, Zidane.
Big up.
We'll see much later.
Jamaica should be beating Haiti at home.
Like about 3 or 4.
4 sounds like a trashing. I don't know about that. So.
But we should be able to get
Yeah,
back.
man. We just want to see a good performance, man.
Yeah, man.
Clinical performance.
But Orville.
Yes.
I never know you were from Finland, man.
No, I'm not.
We got Old Trafford, man. Old Trafford make me laugh out to the man. I tell you.
Yeah, but what? Finland. Why the Finland reference?
You finish the man career, man.
I do know. I did know such things. I don't have that power.
You don't have that power there.
No.
Oh boy, I tell you.
You believe I have that kind of power?
Eh? Orville.
Yeah.
Everybody want come on the sports stakes. Are you them a come for, you know? Yeah, the man, you know.
Oh.
Yeah, the man, you know, Orville.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Everybody are come for you. So when this brother, you know, a call and you not deal with him, you know, why career finish.
No, but I would think callers develop a career because of the brilliance of their argument and the level of.
That is so true. That is so
So
true.
why would I be able to prevent that?
I tell you. But you know, one of them things that still.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, we see the whole house drop down from Ruby Alice, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you.
But I wonder what they said to him to get him to finally resign.
Yeah, that question was asked, you know.
I don't think nobody that say nothing to him, you know, cause the whole house dropped down on him.
Even if he was wondering why did he hold out and then now just deciding he will resign.
Yeah, if
What
you had,
caused that?
you know, be insistent, you were not going to resign. You know what I mean? And you're digging your heel like a mule. And then one day out of the blue, you say, no, I may have cut.
Yeah, if they have a cut card, the government a come down on him.
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm going to have a court case to go answer to you now, you know.
Yeah.
I tell you, what a kiss can do.
Me not tell you, man.
But me look on the whole issue. I wonder if him and this girl are really in a some farmer.
Boy, that I've thought about that possibility as well.
Yeah. You know,
There were maybe 17 other members of the squad, and none of them got that kind of treatment.
yeah, that kind of, you know.
Why single her out?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And then again, the video where what was posted when they were all in the team bus, and you know.
She was laughing about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but,
And then a few weeks after that, you're deciding to press charges.
yeah.
Very strange.
Well, other people now must take a cue from that and learn them lesson. Not supposed to do these things.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyway, we're there. I go and take in the big show, you know.
Yeah, man. All right, Wayne from Portmore. Big up.
Blessed love.
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right, we're taking on.
Oh, we're staying now.
Yeah. Hello.
Check in.
Oh, Pioneer.
Pioneer, you know.
What is it?
We are here.
Well, I drive and I listen to the one them I talk about them, especially in the earlier part. See? I hear you teach about the rich people problem versus the poor people problem.
Yes. More money, more problems, but bring on the problems.
Yeah, but nobody desires to be poor. But what is kind of noticeable though is that some of the problems that are rich are sometimes life threatening. You have more people who have money who are commit suicide and them things. I go overboard. Them use their money for basically go overboard with them life.
Okay.
So I say, would you say by and large more rich people commit suicide than poor people?
I don't know. I don't know what the statistics.
Yeah, because when you're rich and famous and you commit suicide, it will be broadcasted all over the world. But when you're poor and it happens, nobody will know.
So the more poor people are committing suicide, but it's not being reported.
It's not being reported. How you going to know?
It would make
more. But that's the thing. The problems of the poor, like the bills paying thing on that thing. But I mean, people who have little means kind of used to being little means, so them not really. You know what I say? Them not really react or act. You know, that's outrageous. Yeah. You know, just by being without. I mean, if a man can't pay him like bill this month, Bridget, he's not going to go out the road to take a rope by himself.
Yeah, but when the rich man lose everything.
Yeah, and the problems are the rich sometimes the money engage in some life-threatening behavior like drug abuse and them things. You know what I mean?
But poor people abuse drugs as well.
Yeah, but not on the level. Not on the same level.
No, man, Pioneer, you're joking around.
No, what may I say? Listen, nobody.
I see poor people abusing drugs every evening, my boss.
Yeah,
what they're talking about.
Zidane, certain lifestyle require money for men.
So you disagree with what I mean? So some problem are just rich people problem.
Yeah.
Like Paul Pogba now where I say he wants to be an ordinary person. He don't want to be no ordinary person.
No, I don't want the context. You know. I mean, maybe just make reference to because him being abused racially and everything. Maybe he's just going through racial abuse and I say sometimes, brother, I'm going to take life from him then. Saying if you're sitting on the floor, then you're going. But when you're up on the roof,
yeah,
you have to things on the roof. So
yes.
You understand what I mean? So the man I look him might take a perspective of him life from where he's sitting.
Pioneer, you see the people them who are rich and complain about the problems of being rich.
Yeah.
In a very backhanded way, they are being ungrateful. Riches largely is a blessing in my boss.
True.
Yeah.
You see the man will find himself with enough money.
It not necessarily.
If he knows that the rest of the world, my boss, have problems that he will never have. Rich people's problems are largely of their own making, you know. Largely, but never said exclusively, you know.
Yeah, all right.
Poor people have real problems, my boss. The realest problem on earth is food, clothing, and shelter, you know. And health, you know. If you have food, clothing, and shelter, and health, and things, the rest of it is all in your head, you know.
Don't be too quick to scoff at.
Listen, me.
Problem because they have money.
And I'm saying, me not scoff at them, but me I say, are rich people them are them problem.
So there are things
Give me those problems.
So there are things that the virgin are talking about. And yeah, people understand, say, in my check in a life, I find some of the people them with the most versatile reasoning abilities, the people them who research. See, so don't put us in a box. You know what I mean? We're out in the world and we are live to, and we have views on other subjects.
Yes.
Then, so the reason we're not talking about with the dance thing, no virgin. Rastaman grew me, you know. I figure say, I always hear this word sound of power. See? Me a virgin I talk about using words like bad and wicked and them things in reverse. See, and you see that we have come to accept that, virgin. However, in a recent times, I find this generation, there's a thing where I kind degradation of the nation.
Mm-hmm.
See, we are willing to go to places and spaces, virgin, where we wouldn't rather go. If you check out the youth and reference themselves, even within the culture and within the music, seeing words like evil, fully corrupt.
Yes.
See, it's like we are choose to go as far as we can go. It's almost like there's no limit. See, it's almost like how the man might describe some of the scenes and some of the things that them not like to do. When they are being descriptive in the music. It's almost like we're up on a quest to go to our lowest depth.
I agree.
So I say, and I think that is in a way self-destructive. We have to be guarded. And we as the elders and the adults in the society, see, if I put a meet up on the youth and make them know, so yeah, boundaries and limits to the thing, Virgin. I can't carry certainly. Since I have no problem with that, and by the way, the ministry has come out and given an advisory of such to say they're advising schools and principals and teachers not to turn away students.
Yeah, man, I made mention of it.
Then, but I think so within a school, the principal has the autonomy and the authority to make certain decisions. And if him choose to not accept a youth in the school with a bag of done, then you know,
is it legal?
Well, I don't know about legal, you know. As a virgin, I said to you, it's probably not legal to turn around youth in black shoes in a school that says a brown and the uniform, but then it is the rule.
Yeah, but that rule was established before the youth come to school.
Yeah, but
and the parents would have known from long beforehand. Say,
I believe in governing youngsters and children. The school has the authority to establish new rules to teach them.
All right.
Yeah.
And if one of the rules is that the school think it's fit to implement is that this schools with bags with the word done Spanish.
Yeah, because what if I would get somebody to a tailor to write on his bag that Mr. Higgins, who is the principal, is an idiot on him bag. Even though the rules, there's no rule that say you can. You wouldn't allow that.
But there's a rule about disrespecting. Disrespecting school.
Well, I think disrespect. If you come in with dunce on the bag, I think you disrespect the school.
Yeah, man. I think.
Honestly, think you disrespect. Because school is about learning and getting people to be bright, as bright as. You mock the school itself.
Yeah, man.
When you go to school and have a bag where say dunce.
And I think, and I know people have come out and this society of political correctness. We know people have come out and say, boy, it's just word and da-da-da-da-da. But listen, man, and get me to say it again, in governing youngsters, I think the school have the authority to institute and implement it.
All right. Sir.
If them go overboard, we out there in the society.
Yes.
Quick thing. I something I want to say yesterday to you. To the debate on Thursday. My virgin gave you, I hear you last week Thursday. On the Thursday, I Friday, I gave call up pay some woman charge something so. Who may pay woman? Linda Delapena?
Yes.
Yeah, give me see your campaign strategy still, but more point out something. In Jamaica, we don't really have early voting, yeah? It's a US. It's a US thing now. The police and soldiers in Jamaica vote for the election. But they're the voting campaign thing. Now I got to work for it. Yeah. So we can bring it from the DG. You hear that?
All right, Pioneer. Big up.
Big up, my boss. All right, Berto, we're coming to you, but let's take the break and then we'll come back.
If you're having roofing problems, Tropical Metal Products is here. For your best choices and wide variety in roofing and window solutions, call 765-9444. That's 765-9444. Do it.
The time by Tropical Metal Products is 2 o'clock.
Wash your hands frequently. Regularly and thoroughly clean your hands with an alcohol-based hand rub or wash them with soap and water. Washing your hands with soap and water or using alcohol-based hand rub kills viruses that may be on your hands.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. We don't want to interrupt Bertie when he comes on, so we'll take the second selection. Well, the first selection, and then we go to Berto. It's brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color, and it's one from Deville, and it's called Tujire.
Yeah, there is no way I could ever repay you. All of the things you've done, I'm not easy. Giving you glory be to you. Yahweh, to you. I give all the praise to you. I give all the thanks to you. Listen, there been a whole heap of time I felt like I could never make it through another. Somehow you found a way for us. Oh, my Father, you sustain me when I don't think that I deserve it. I didn't even try. Proving your love will never die for me. So back to you. I give all the praise to you, God. Every day to you. I give all the thanks to you. Yeah, no matter what comes my way. Thanking you for yesterday and today and tomorrow. For all of the times you brought me through my sorrow. For being my day by my side, you're my shadow. Closer to me, girl, I know. For picking me up when I'm falling. For running to me when I'm calling. For all of my sins you've forgiven. You're so amazing. To you, I give all the praise to you, God. Every day to you. I give all the thanks to you, yeah. Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
All right, then. So that's
Davil.
Davil with Tujire.
Yeah.
All right, Berto, your turn now.
Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color.
Yeah, big up Edge.
Yeah, man. Berto, you there?
Do we have him?
Hello.
Is he there? Let me just take the time to read something here. Omega Radio is in its telethon fundraiser, which it does every 90 days from now until October. If you love Omega Radio, support Omega Radio. And here are the ways to give in Jamaica. Jamaica National Account is number sign 2000267789. Cash App $sign WOIB 101.9 Zell 954-773-4444 or call 876-929-1344 or 876-631-9129. And in Florida, you can call at 954-900-4310. Love Omega Radio. Support Omega Radio. All right, who do we have now? I think I hear Sean. I'm
Hello?
trying to.
Yes, Berto.
Well, I tell you, Carlos, I tell you, your producer said the line, something wrong with the line. I tell him about I need a phone. Like him, I know, so my iPhone, a brand new, something where can't
14 Pro Max.
No, I know they really don't want it.
What's 14 Pro?
The latest one. I don't want to come out soon.
But I don't know if this going cut off again because I don't know something going on the line. I know I'm talking on the line.
But they sound loud and clear now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the point I was making, women's sports, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a debate about whether women should get equal pay and whatnot and whatnot. But, you know, I look at sports as something. Sports is about entertainment, right? And it's about competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be able to reason that at different levels. If you're looking for a woman to play football at the level of a man, then you're looking for the wrong thing. And if you're looking for a woman to throw or run at the same speed of a man, same thing. Even same thing with the WNBA. What I look for when I look at these sports as a person who loves sports is I look for competition. And I look for people who are out there, you know, giving them all and doing their best within the resources that they have. Because to expect a woman to do the same thing as a man is ridiculous. And the Women's World Cup to me was extremely exciting because you saw that competitiveness. You saw that fire. You saw that fight. And that's what sports is all about. So, anyway, you know, I see some people comparing and they don't look like the man. But obviously, they don't. Why would they look like the man? Them is not man.
Are people complaining about that? I haven't heard.
Yeah, man. Yep. Well, I've heard it. I've seen it. Even on your page, you have a guy who seemed to be one of them guys there. You know those guys. Who every post he make was cussing the woman. Every single post he make was against the woman. And I was wondering, what is his? I don't know what it is.
Maybe he does have a problem with women playing football. Because does he do the same thing for track and field?
I don't. Again, like I said, it seems to me like he does have a problem with women in general.
Oh.
Because I saw a couple of other. Again, I don't read all the posts. But every now and then you're scrolling and run across something. But every time I saw his name,
I have seen posts with them having a problem with the women footballers. I've never seen anyone having a problem with like Shelly and Fraser, Illian.
And and the thing that's annoying me, like people. I remember the same person. Yeah, man, he posted something that says, "Him can't watch a Jamaica team because the woman them ugly."
I know the post that posted
and I'm like, what kind of ignorant, backward, backyard nonsense is that? So what do you tell me? You watch the men because the men
that's one
good?
person.
That's not the view of
generally of
generally, man. Don't take a look at one man.
It's a shame that kind of a sad view is still out there to this day. You know what I mean?
You will always have a one man.
Yeah, one.
For example, I look at the US Open. Coco Gauff match for me was 10 times more exciting than Djokovic's match. Djokovic's match was boring and unpredictable. Coco Gauff match was exciting. So, you know, we have to watch sports from the standpoint of the competitive.
So, in principle, do you believe across the board women should get paid the same as men?
All right. Now, you see, now you have to kind of balance it off and reason it off, right? It is difficult to justify it in all regards when the revenue that they bring in is far less. But I believe that, like even the WNBA, I believe the WNBA is far less promoted and marketed than the NBA is. And obviously, it's years behind. So when you're years behind, it's going to take you a while to get up to the same popularity of a sport that has been around for 40 years or more. So, not in all regards, you can do equal pay, but I think if you do equal marketing and give them a chance to be seen at the same level that you can see the male sports, and if doing that shows that they're popular and people are watching them and the numbers go up, then yeah, equal pay is important because that's happening in tennis. You get the same kind of crowd for tennis that you get for men and women because the level of and people say, but the women only play best of three. Yeah, because it's within the realm of their physical capability.
But isn't that because the women's tennis since Serena has gotten just as popular?
Before Serena, sir, women's tennis never start with Serena.
No. Were they getting the same crowds for female tennis all along as they were for
well, they play them at the same time, do you know? No, but they play it at the same.
Oh yes,
they play it at the same time.
No, they don't play them at the same time, Zidane.
No, you know what I mean when I say the same time. Yeah.
Play the same tournament at the same time. We have a women's.
No, man, I don't literally.
No, man, me understand the point, Zidane.
Man, take me literally mean at the same time.
What do you mean? Okay, like same event. So.
Yeah, same like track and field. Yeah.
Yeah, Zidane, you have a point.
So you can't. Yeah. So maybe them did it for the man as them just come in and you just.
But at the same time, though, the reality of it is that there is excitement to women's sports, but to me, a lot of times it's how it's presented and how it's marketed.
Because right now in track and
all instances they give it the same.
The last Olympic game, you know, the women's 100 meters was a bigger event than the men's 100 meters in the last Olympic.
Well, this World Championship, the women 100 meters.
Yes. And here you go. Here you go.
It was bigger than the men.
So you could yes.
I think you look at competition. And from there, again, like I said, the Women's World Cup, I got to watch a lot of those matches.
Yeah, man, it was exciting.
I was impressed.
Very impressed.
But I wasn't trying to be impressed to see how them can kick like Messi.
No, because I didn't expect that. But I agree. I like the quality as well. I think it was a very, very good World Cup.
So, yes, I think we need to look at it like that. Look at it from the standpoint of the competition amongst the equals is what is important. This is why I don't like comparing, people across the board, with athletes. The only athlete I put on the pedestal who nobody can ever touch is Pele. You know that?
Yes.
Oh, by the way, I'm moving Messi up ahead of Maradona to second as greatest footballer ever.
It was the first you're calling since the World Cup?
I have to move Maradona down. It's not just the World Cup, I never really watched Messi much. And I know the MLS is weak, right? Yes, okay. But what for me, what makes a great athlete for me? Is a transcendent figure who can make others around them greater at all times and in all spaces. I look at some stuff that I see happening in Miami with Messi, and it's amazing to me how he has rallied the guys, but how he has been a part of the team in a way that is like him
in the last 6 years. 6 years, maybe not 6 years, but in the last couple of years, Messi has been a much better leader than ever.
Why?
No 2 ways about it.
I seen the something in the finals the other day. After them win, the guy who was the captain before. Him got the guy and give the guy the armband. The guy never want to take it. Him forced
and
to
the
man.
And
when they went up to present the trophy, he wouldn't take the trophy. Him tell the captain, Alba, come. I don't know his name. Come take the trophy with me.
I would love to sit and have an interview with Messi to find out what happened in the last 4 years. Messi is a different man mentally,
And
in terms of from a leadership standpoint,
But
he's always a brilliant footballer.
What Messi is demonstrating what Messi is demonstrating in regards to leadership at the back end of his career, Maradona was his whole life.
Yes, it's true.
No, I disagree. And this is the thing, again, we can have blinders on.
What in that you disagree with?
Hold on. 1 second. Maradona was very talented as a footballer. Very talented. And his game on the field transcended and allowed people to perform. But his performance in terms of teamwork, in terms of working with the team, and because of his drug abuse problems, made him a cancer in a lot of instances.
Rubbish.
You can't tell me a man who gets
complete rubbish. Berto, you're not called for too long for that. That's kind of rubbish.
No, hold on. No.
Maradona made his hold on, Berto. No, I've been hearing so give me. Let me counter that absolute rubbish.
Hold the line. You don't want to touch Maradona. I'll be like a
right. But when you say that Maradona was a cancer in team,
don't move.
I cannot allow that to pass.
Yes, sir. We're coming back. We're coming back.
The JSC Group, Jamaica Stock Exchange, Jamaica Central Securities Depository Limited, and JCSD Trustee Services, providing a fair, efficient, and transparent stock market for over 45 years. The time by the Jamaica Stock Exchange Group is 2:15.
Oh, mommy, the roof is leaking again. I just fixed the roof. Lord, deliver me from this problem now. This water come out of the kick.
I'm a genie, man. Relax. I come for grant you 3 wishes.
3 wishes? I
Yeah,
just
man.
need 1 wish right now.
1 wish.
I need this roof to be fixed.
Tropical Metal Products, man. The place for you. Call them at 876-765-9444. And them stock a wide variety of roofing and building solutions, man. So check them out, man. So you see, I save your money so I can stay for
I
dinner.
never cook no genie food today.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Berto, we've had a little break and a little opportunity for you to calm down and to rethink. I'm going to ask you to rephrase that statement.
All right, let me go through it again.
Yeah.
And tell you what I mean. In sports, for me, character matters. You have very talented people, right? And because of their talent, when they go out on the field, they can make others better enough. But because of their character flaws, they can also make the team worse. When you're a man who gets suspended and kicked out of a tournament for drugs, what that does is it makes his team worse. He has hurt his team. When I look at LeBron James...
No, man, I want you to be specific.
Hold up.
I don't want you to give me the whole LP. Just say what you were saying about Maradona and the team. See?
Maradona, for me, can never be over Messi or Pele because his character flaws hurt his team. I have not seen that from a Messi, and I've not
Maradona's character flaws hurt his team. Bertie, are you listening to yourself?
No, go ahead. Explain to me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. I'm very open to hear from
Maradona's character flaws hurt his team.
Character flaws, sir.
You know that statement is automatically qualifying for the top 5 most bramble statement this year.
And I have no problem with that. If you can explain
Maradona,
why it's bramble. And rambling along, tell me why it's bramble.
Maradona, go back to looking at Maradona's performance. Not only to look at his performance, but to listen to the people who played with him in Argentina in 86 and 1990 to an extent. Go back and look at the tapes with Maradona in Napoli in Italy and go back to listen to the people who he played with and tell me if you think they think he was a cancer in the team. I would submit to you, Berto, that the people who Maradona played with at the national level and Napoli, which is where predominantly he got his reputation from.
Yes.
They didn't think he was no cancer in the team.
All right, so let me ask you a question, a simple question.
Yeah.
Do you believe Orville, Euclid, Higgins?
Never. I'd never.
No, forget the level. That's too much.
Yeah.
Do you believe that Maradona's behavior impacted how great he could have been?
No, man, I want different
question. Do you
question.
believe that Maradona's behavior was just great for his team?
I believe that Maradona on a football field was not a cancer to his team. That is what I'm
Another question.
disagreeing.
Do you believe that when Maradona was kicked out of the World Cup for drug use, do you believe that hurt his team or it helped his team?
Hurt.
Then hurt. I rest my case, sir.
But that is one.
Zidane,
No, hold on. No.
Zidane,
That was.
come in, Zidane.
Me soon come in.
Maradona.
Zidane, you just killed yourself a while ago.
No.
If he hurt his
Then
team,
Lord,
sir,
you saw me kill myself. Then me
if
defend
he
myself.
hurt his team, sir, then how can he be considered a man of integrity?
Maradona's career in football started around about 1979 when he played the Youth World Cup. Maradona's career ended in the mid-90s. Now, that incident that he was suspended from his team is an isolated incident. By 1994, Maradona's reputation, not only as a player, but as a man who's prepared to drag his teams and they were prepared to do anything for him, was already well established.
Again,
that 94 incident was not be you.
That, but the point for me is when I'm looking at
he was a cancer in his teams.
When I'm looking at greatness have a lot to do with character as well.
Boy,
and when I look on the two ahead of him, when I look on
You believe that if you had to
when I
choose
look-
between
when I look on
Maradona
Pele,
and
one of the
Messi
things about sorry.
to galvanize a team, and get them to work hard on the field and give it them all, you choose Messi over Diego Maradona?
Yes, I would.
Okay.
I would. And I never thought I'd care because I'm a Brazilian, so I really don't care about Argentina.
Right.
But Messi has demonstrated to me a level of leadership.
Messi has demonstrated
And
that
also
in
skill
one
that
World Cup, my boss.
Yeah, but the man.
So all along we thought Messi wasn't the greatest of leader.
Maradona win 3?
Maradona win one World. But, this is the same Messi who quit international football because he couldn't take the pressure.
No, he
Stop
did
it,
not
man.
quit, sir.
Yeah,
He announced.
Away and he came right
Yeah,
back.
because
He announced that he would
he didn't miss any games, you know. So I keep telling people that doing in the start, he never really miss any game.
No man, argue anything. Argue that Messi is a bit.
No, Orville coming up with an argument that is so weak.
No, it's not weak. I'm saying argue with. You can argue who you think is the best.
The team when he came right back.
No man, I'm saying no. When I say quit, it's a man who said, "Listen, we're done with this," and it was basically.
Orville, I'm trying to say done with the girl, and you still go back.
But I'm saying the fact that why don't say these things publicly, my boss. When a man
No,
publicly.
we're not talking about public. You don't matter.
No. If me come public, no man, it matters. If me come publicly, enough time privately we say, yo, me done with that girl. But if me come publicly, come say it, even if me change my mind, there's a little girl clone element in that.
Berto.
No,
discuss who is a better baller.
Berto.
But don't discuss who is a better leader.
The better baller for me right now, my top, it is definitely Pele and then Messi, and I'll put Maradona in with an asterisk.
Okay.
All right. Messi.
Your opinion is Zidane. Wow,
No, I'm saying naturally, I think Maradona is a greater leader, but definitely Messi is the greater.
A greater leader?
Yeah, but Messi is definitely greater football.
But Berto, me tell you, to suggest that Maradona is even if you don't think he's a great leader, to say he's a cancer to his teams is the Bramley statement, one of top 5. Maradona was such a god in the team.
You're out on the field and you're doing great things, you know. You lead your team and you're convincing the team, but in terms of his behavior overall, the other things he does.
No. His lifestyle never affected his impact with the players in play. Nice try. But Berto, after you call for so long, I shouldn't say your sound.
No, man, I have to make them know it, man.
The argument about women's sport. Listen how you sound. Listen how you sound when you were talking about the women's sport. Very sobered, very rational.
No,
you sound like the old Berto.
If I hear a point to go against you, you want to gamble the point.
No, man. To suggest, no.
Maradona cannot go over Messi.
No, and I'm saying, listen to the point I'm making. I have had discussions with people about Maradona and Messi all my adult life. And there are arguments regarding Messi that I genuinely respect. In fact, I was among those 10 years ago who said Messi had the greatest thing we play football since Diego. I rate the guy. As a leader, though, not compared. What we got?
Crazy, man. You're
Hallelujah. We got
all right, Berto. Thanks for the
you
call.
can't say you don't get a long run.
Yes.
All right, that's
Berto. All right, Sir P.
I want a short, very short run.
All right, Sir P.
You carry no match this evening?
No.
All right. Tomorrow is Garfield Day.
Yes.
We'll make arrangement that Mr. Shaw from Racing Commission will be in studio.
No, we haven't made any such.
Solomon Sharp?
Yeah.
No.
But we think that's what to say. Not Tuesday then.
Oh, okay.
When ask Garfield when, right?
Mr. Solomon Sharp is a very busy individual.
Yeah, every company with him.
Via phone. Man.
Is there enough people who want to ask him questions for it to be worth the while?
You remember what I said last week, Arvin?
You said that you hope that his turf fights get to top.
Turf fight. We have enough turf fight. Can't keep him finished.
No, man, the turf fights will come out, man. If he's on, man. A lot of turf fight. Listen, this.
Yeah. That's the question.
All right, cool, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Who's there now, Asta? Because you're telling us that you have quite a few. Hello.
Hello. Good day.
St. Jacob. Good afternoon.
Good day, gentlemen.
Yes.
I bet we can write the one St. Jacob.
Yes.
Okay, hold on, St. Jacob. I want to write down something to Zidane and see if I know that.
Let me start by saying, nice hearing from Berto. You know.
Yeah.
He deserved that prolonged little run.
Yeah.
Having not called a long time and spoke quite eloquently and quite precisely. Yes, Pele is supreme, el numero uno.
And you
And
think
any
you
man
think
who has Pele is at number one is a friend of mine.
you think Messi is a greater leader of football?
I won't touch that. I'm running out of time. Yes, and it's iPhone thing. I want to make sure I don't talk about what you want me to talk about. Yeah, the iPhone point he made, yes, Zidane, I think an iPhone, just yesterday, I saw it come up on my phone that iPhone 15 coming out.
15 Ultra. Yes.
Right. So that's just a way of taking money from the rich.
But these people know how to make money off.
Right.
Yeah.
People don't have no money they don't know what to spend. Luckily, I have an iPhone 5 which I'm hanging on to. But
Yes.
it's just extra money from the rich.
Yes.
And speaking of the rich, Pioneer is correct. Well, I think in his observation, which I sort of anecdotal evidence that suicide is more prevalent among the rich than the poor.
No. The reason is because they report it about the rich because they are rich and famous.
No, Zidane. Listen. In terms of kids, more poor kids are equal amount may commit suicide because a lot of poor kids, when the parents reprimand them, you find them in Central Village and all them.
No, but they're going on kids.
No. That's what I'm saying. Extracting.
You know how many adults I've known that kill themselves and a woman, my boss, and
I
they're not rich.
them in front of me,
And they're not rich.
I won't call the names out of respect for the families, but all of them, and in fact, a very close person to me just this year, was the latest one. Up to now, is reported as suicide. So yes, it's more prevalent amongst the rich, and all the names I have are rich people here. All right, I wouldn't pay much attention to the dunce bag thing in schools.
Mm-hmm.
Because what if the guy wearing the dunce bag has 9 distinctions in O level? I would just allow it. Make it run its course. It won't fade out. So I wouldn't bother spend time putting up a fight against it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I remember when I was in school. We had a form teacher named Mr. Stone.
Yes.
And you were required to say present when your name called.
Mm-hmm.
And every time Mr. Stone called my name, I said there. And after a while, Mr. Stone just give up and allow me to say there because when I write perfect English. So he just allow that. Old Trafford. I called her earlier.
Yes.
Well, before Old Trafford. Let me deal with Mount Salem. Mount Salem asked the question about people not knowing of people who give up richness for life, for humble life. He asks who would do that. But yes, there have been many, many cases of that. Nelson Mandela gave up his lawyer career to become a freedom fighter. Like evangelists will tell you about Paul, a Roman elite, gave up his life to follow Jesus.
But Nelson Mandela didn't become an ordinary person, though.
No, but him have a fire gun and a lower level life. He would have been sipping champagne every day.
Before we go further, Santiago, I'm looking at an article.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the title of the article. Mm-hmm. Poor more likely to commit suicide than rich. Data reveals. This is an article coming from New Delhi in India.
And I would agree with that for kids.
July 27, 2015.
I would agree with that for kids.
Listen what the article is saying. While people commit suicide for various reasons, a poor man is more likely to kill himself for the same reason than a rich man. The latest data from National Crime Records for 2014 shows a direct relationship between poverty and suicide. While the exhaustive data segregate that. According to the data, 70% of all suicide victims had an annual income of less than some funny thing, RS1 lakh or whatever. So these are not kids they're talking about. They're talking about... Hold on, let me finish the point. They're talking about people who earn an income. So certainly in India, your argument wouldn't stand up.
Okay, and what they need to extract from that is to separate bankruptcy from poverty. Because when a rich man become bankrupt, if he lose the money, a lot of the suicide cases of rich people will lose their money.
But then he would no longer be a rich man.
Right. So
you mean right?
Categorize that man as poor.
What do you mean right? That's exactly the point. The man commit suicide because he come get poor.
Okay, so a rich man,
if he had maintained his richness, he would have commit suicide.
Money, you categorize him as a poor
because
suicide.
He's now poor, and because of the poorness get to him.
Fine.
He must have no way back up. Yes.
Once it's clear. All right, I was talking about people who give up riches though. Matthew was a tax collector. Him give up a good job. Zacchaeus was a rich man. Was a wealthy man.
At the Bible, you have now.
Nick, I'm going not just to the Bible. I can talk about Prince Harry from Buckingham Palace who walk out and the richness of the.
No man, Prince Harry don't give up riches for no poverty. Stop it.
He not give up for poverty.
Then that's the argument. And so the argument is rich people.
Income.
Then that is not poverty, poorness, my boss. The argument is rich people who give up things to be poor.
All
I
right,
tell me about Prince Harry.
Nicodemus gave up his big
You
money.
about an ex-Bible character. Some may or may not believe that such characters exist. Now I'm saying people may argue, St. Jago, that these people may or may not have existed.
All right.
Give we practical example.
Yes. Wonderful. All right.
Okay, let me touch one final point in a minute.
Yes.
Oh, you're not touch the point. I think you got touch.
Wayne of Portmore. And
Old Trafford.
And Old Trafford, Zidane. Oh, you know.
Yes.
Zidane, why not tell me about why you know Zidane?
Yeah, we don't know you by heart, right. St. Jago, man. And I know exactly what you're going to say to, you know. Hold on. You have me right down to Zidane what you are going to say now.
No, yeah, me don't have time for that. Wayne of Portmore and Old Trafford. I too have taken note, Orville, of your disdain, uncouth, ill-mannered, in fact, and contemptuous attitude towards Baggio the Great. No, in a more recent instance of it, Orville, is last week perhaps, or the week before. Correction called, and he made some disparaging remarks about two callers, Baggio and G-Star. I won't repeat what him said, you know. But after everything, you see, you Orville said, okay, you can say it about G-Star, because G-Star has the intelligence to take it in stride. You know, you never said stride, you said something to that effect. Clearly implying that the other man with Baggio don't have that intelligence. No, that is contemptuous. And if Baggio come at you, it's deserving. Any blow Baggio you have, you deserve it. So, it was a little underhand for Lick Baggio that way there. So, and I would think there, I would advise Baggio, perhaps me the only man you really, you know, you really can't think there, no floor, you know. Because you have been trying it for 10 to 12 years.
I'm a genius.
Yeah, man, them say you make Baggio hide.
St. Jago, I'm an absolute genius.
You do everything.
St. Jago say you're the only man, you're the only man that can't floor.
And in a video, him say, who make the most rumble statement to sway the voters and callers? St. Jago is the only man Orville gives. You can't floor.
St. Jago, you are very predictable. Right? We knew that you would have touched the topic and we knew what you would have said. You must be this predictable.
Perhaps it's the truth of it, why, you know.
No, I'm saying I know exactly what you will say.
I spoke on spice topic.
No, but I know that one you would.
From school back to Baggio.
And I know that one wouldn't escape you. And I know what you would have said. I'm an absolute genius. Am I not?
I know that you can't counter it though.
No, because
of the truth in it all, Billy. What you can't say about
St. Jago, I've won a bet with myself. And Zidane. Very predictable. That's what.
Pick up yourself, St. Jago.
We're coming back right after the break.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Former Spanish Football Federation President Luis Rubiales will appear in Madrid court on Friday over his case of Spanish forward Jenny Hermoso. Hermoso filed a legal complaint last week over Rubiales' kiss on the lips following her country's World Cup final win on August 20. Rubiales has been summoned by a high court judge to respond to accusations of sexual assault and coercion. Hermoso said the kiss was not consensual, while Rubiales has claimed it was mutual and consensual. With that is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any Bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly. at the Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
What's up, Sports Desk Massive? It's the new and improved. What you say? Can't stop to make a call. Well, you can still add your 2 cents by sending in WhatsApp messages or voice notes to 876-828-0925. What you say? During the Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m. Sponsored by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back online. Where do we go? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Orville.
Yes, sir.
Zidane. Where you do?
Zidane just stepped out. Who is this? Marvin?
Marvin, yes.
What's up, Marvin?
Come here.
Yeah, man.
Right, Orville. I have just have a few points I want to touch on.
Yes.
Because that person who just called about the Maradona situation.
Berto.
Berto, his name?
Yes.
I cannot believe some of the things that the gentleman said.
Well, neither can
I have your opinion,
Mm-hmm.
But Maradona is in every pundit across the globe's top 3 in the world. And you're going to talk about the man's character flaw?
The man is a cancer on the team he plays. That's one of the silliest things I've ever heard coming out of the mouth of an otherwise intelligent human being.
So when they have a wonder now if he is a sports fan.
Yeah, but I mean, Maradona is a positive cancer even if he was a cancer, my boss. I can't believe Berto has said that.
You know what? We should have asked Berto to Marvin and Orville.
What?
When he was talking about leadership, we should have made him be more specific,
No, the part where threw me is Maradona is a cancer on it.
Yeah, that's why we should have asked him when he said leadership, what does he mean?
But clearly, being a cancer is not good enough. Cancer is something you have to cut out or it will kill you,
Yes.
So to say Maradona is a cancer on his team is to say Maradona is undesirable on his team and his behavior and thing
is hurting the team.
His team.
Results.
That can't make no sense in the world.
You remember when he moved to Napoli? About 75,000 people in the stadium just see the cancer?
You not tell us that a top 5 Bramley statement for the year, man. I can't think of a few more, but they're going to get in trouble.
I ask you, which part the Messi haters them there? You don't hear much of them after the World Cup.
No, they don't trouble Messi. On Highgate alone, I try to think.
And look what Messi is doing now. At 30 much years.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. I think him would have kind of slow down more.
To show you how great the man is, but I'm telling you, Berto, your same name?
I don't get how Maradona can be a cancer on the teams that him lead to victory. me not get it.
You want to give him a chance to come back and explain himself?
You think so? If you say so.
Because that's a good point. Wasn't he in every team that won? Pretty much, wasn't he the
was
best
the
player?
main man.
Yeah.
Down at Napoli,
he was the main man.
Argentina at the under 19 level, Argentina at the senior level. But most people know that Maradona was the man. Yeah. So how was he the cancer on those teams?
He was the key man, the most important.
As I tell you, no pundit in the world don't have Maradona outside of the top.
Maybe he used the wrong word when him say it was a cancer.
Can you think of 3 more Bramble statements this year than that? You can't think of 3 more Bramble statements, Marvin.
No,
you listen to the program from January. Me can't think about 2 or who make them.
Like you, I had Maradona as the greatest thing, and well, question about Pele. I never see much of Pele.
Yeah.
But the two was Messi overtake Maradona.
No. If a man say that Messi is as good or better a footballer than Diego, that is a worthy discussion to have.
Yeah.
Because Messi not normal. However, which of the 2 is a better leader of men?
Generally
Maradona. Speaking, once them come to football.
Maradona, man.
Maradona, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely Maradona.
Because I remember in 2014, was it? I don't remember which game, but yeah, you know it was. Even though you're not playing well, it want to try. Masharan was the leader in 2014.
Yes,
While Messi was the best player, Masharan was the leader. You understand? So you definitely Maradona.
Berto is what
Maradona come like he was born one of them youth they were in a class when the teacher get the class problem. When they say, yo, we know so we not take this. We come to the principal, no come in.
Maradona is that.
It seems like one of the characters.
So Berto misspoke. So not kill him about. Berto is not one of those people who generally brambling.
Okay.
Berto is one of those good callers, very intelligent caliber caller.
Him could have the same thing Messi pass Maradona and leave it
I'll leave it at that.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, nobody not brambling.
Maradona is a cancer, you know what, I mean, I gotta ask people that question when caller there. Who made the statement? No man, Berto is not only a good caller, Berto is a good person in him about. Me have me think them a yard and foreign and Bertie come at them, you know. So don't can't come between you and Bertie. But Bertie bramble pan away.
But
Mr.
for me, though, as a football fan, I'm a sports fan because I watch a wide range of sports. And the other day I was watching a rugby game, and after the game, one of the players was signing an autograph on a little boy's underpants. And when we look at that now and look at a man kissing a woman and all the backlash from that, I'm like, where is sports going?
Well, I prefer not to discuss all this.
That one that sounds strange.
My God.
That one that sounds...
You can't leave it alone.
That one that sounds strange.
We'll leave that alone.
There was a rugby game and the player signed the little boy's underpants.
All right. I didn't see it, my boss.
Left it right, so
there, but I'm just saying, I just don't like where sports is going in some aspects.
Yeah, that's fair. Man, I turn woman and all of them. So.
And it's allowed to play. Joke.
Yeah.
With the women.
Leave it to some of it.
We got my friend Weaver Garden, planned quarantine officer. I listen to the show every day.
Tell what garden name?
Weaver Garden.
Weaver
Garden. All right, big up yourself, Weaver.
Tell Weaver Garden to give us a call.
Arsenal here this year. I feel like we are going to edge out you and Man City this.
That is Liverpool. Boy, I must admit, I didn't expect this sort of performance. And they look really good, my boy.
I just want the side to see it.
Yeah, man. They look really good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Big up, Marvin. We'll take the break.
All right.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
Get running. Stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. Running, walking, trekking. Western Sports has the shoe just for you. The time by Western Sports is
2:45. You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back and we have the reigning caller of the year, Mr. Economist. How are you, sir?
Hello, I'm good. Good to go, Orville, Zidane. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Economist.
Zidane, you first.
Yes.
One of the challenges that the Reggae Boys management team going to face is that they will have to create a elite group of Reggae Boys from the local clubs and have them playing at a very high level in order to replace a lot of the overseas players going forward.
No, sir.
What do you mean no, sir?
To do what?
What is the function of the clubs? What is the function of the clubs?
Which clubs?
Our local Premier League club. What is their core function?
I'm not to produce footballers and develop footballers, the football club and win football competitions and sell footballers.
So they are not supposed to produce footballers locally that can play international games for the reggae boys.
Yes.
Without so much dependency.
Yeah, man, they would love to produce high quality players that can play for Jamaica and be sold overseas for them to make money.
Yeah, then you don't think that the Jamaica Football Federation.
No, man, but when you produce these players, my boss, the onus is now on the coach to decide whether or not him can pick them or not. If the coach don't rate them, it no matter what you do, my boss.
Hey, another thing, Zidane.
Yes.
Who is responsible for the preparation of the football field before and keep it polished until?
The people who you call it, what's his name again?
With them name, call name at me.
What's the name of the person that runs the stadium? He's well known.
Oh, Mr. Major Brown.
Yes, Major Brown.
You mean no? But he was saying football fields.
Oh, the field, them man.
Generally.
Around. No, you're not about this. Which field? National Stadium field or field across the nation?
Stadium field in particular, all of the field them across the island.
No, well, you have different people. The clubs, them half of you owners is them responsible to keep the field in good shape. Hardick Garden owners.
Zidane, the last time I hear this coach, Reggae Boys coach start, you see? Instead of golf courses in Jamaica,
yes,
I kept better than the football field.
But what is happening is that you're playing games on the same field that you're training and doing everything on the same field. So that's why the field can't maintain.
So I'm saying, though, the football field should be more prepared than the golf courses in Jamaica.
Yes, generally
Who
speaking.
is responsible for that part of the work?
The golf courses are part of some rich establishment. You know?
Yes.
Hey, Orville, you may come to you with this rich and poor man.
Yeah, man, but no, here is a fact. The well-kept golf courses that Ms. Coach Halgrims is talking about are usually the golf courses on some of our most exotic tourist locations.
Yes.
And are being they are being kept up and maintained by people with far more money than the club owners.
Yes.
Fact.
So you don't think that the Ministry of Sports should have an integral role to see that football field across the island, especially those needed for international matches, are kept up to date?
I don't know about every field, but certainly the national stadium.
The national stadium in particular.
I think it is the state's responsibility.
Yes.
But the state allow concerts to keep a stadium 2 weeks before a international game.
Shouldn't be happening.
I never said something in Orville on this rich man, poor man thing.
Yeah.
Once you live in between your means, if you earn $100,000 a month and you live $100,000 a month lifestyle, nobody can call you poor or rich here, sir.
No.
Live within your means. It's 4 things you work for, Orville: food, clothes, shelter, and tender loving care. And once you can get that by living off of your little income, whether you earn 1 million a month or 100,000,
that's not my
thanks and God your bed.
But I wasn't arguing that.
Yeah,
and you have the people rich and poor.
No, economists, life is not as simple as that, man. Do better than that.
Oh, when you say it's not as simple as that, what you mean?
All right. So when you get X for your pay, and you have your light, your water, your internet bill, and your rent to pay, and your car note, so you live. Something happened to you in terms of your health, my boss.
I don't have no car loan to pay, and I don't have no rent to pay.
Well, maybe you don't.
I take my bus and go to work.
No, man, but we're not discussing. No. I wasn't discussing. All I'm saying is that the problems over here, Paul Pogba. Assuming except Paul Pogba said the things that way my man saying. I mean, him see it for myself. Are you saying he wants to be an ordinary man and all them stuff? That them me talk about, my boss.
Hey, watch out, man. Hey, watch out. No, we don't have 2 life in a man. And some things that we're supposed to do upon this program to get rich according to your definition. We're not doing it as a team in a man. Look from when we tell you, say, Orville, we need a fun on the radio. If it's even 200,000. You see, Zidane, with all I'm skill we have than you, we not going to get certified in my brother.
But how many times I tell you, I do not go for me for no sports on the radio?
No, me or Omega, the GoFundMe, and I ask church member for contribution to the station. If you offset the station overhead, what you're bigger than the station?
No, you know who is you notice who is doing that? The man who owns the station.
Then you're not part of the whole. What you bring to the table.
No, man, I'm a little hired servant.
Stop it, man! Stop it! Stop it!
But isn't that what I am, sir?
No, you need to stop it, man. You're undermining your true word to the station, man.
No, sir.
Orville.
Yes.
Did you know that you sell more advertisement for this station than what Miss Kitty sell for CVM?
I don't know that.
You know.
But in any case, Miss Kitty not just.
Anyway, more and leave the.
Hey, you can't be so controversial, but
and then say me controversial. Miss Kitty start last week Monday.
Orville.
I'll miss it more than Miss Kitty now.
Orville.
Yeah.
You're a senior sales executive at that radio station, yeah?
Me?
And yes.
No.
And oh, you mean no? They're not going to tell you for your job description. But me know that. And you are also one of the best sports analysts in the Caribbean, sir.
No, that's no, me agree with you, no.
No, then, oh, you mean, then, wait a minute. You bring a lot of value to the market. And you must be paid according to your market value.
I completely agree with you on that.
Anyway, more I say this to you, Orville and Zidane. Zidane, you're right up there with Orville.
Yes.
I see him bracket. So anyway, Orville, the you for there.
All right. Okay.
It is being said now that Cayman Spark, owned and operated, promoted by Supreme Ventures, is now what they call a family affair. That's what they're branding the product now in the terrified world. That a certain family has now controlled the dynamics of racing at Cayman Spark. And that family is a family of jockeys.
Don't call no name.
I'm not calling no name. That's the level of decadence now. We're upon the road board Supreme Ventures and Cayman racing. And we need you to get Mr. Sharp here so that we can put him to the grind.
I want to get Mr. Sharp on the radio.
Hey, look here, Orville.
We should be.
Orville.
Yeah.
You know, me notice in Jamaica,
what?
Any sport that is dominated by the black African male, it's a pop down. Why is it a pop down and it about prevent crime and stimulate a good economy and make man rich? Because Cayman Spark generate the most millionaire through sports in Jamaica since slavery was abolished. You know. Cayman Spark, you know. More millionaires come out of Cayman Spark than athletics and football in this country. You know.
Some would say Cayman has brought more people than any other sport.
You know what, Orville?
No, do you disagree with that?
Orville.
Then you make one.
Losers play winners in a boss. In our world is losers play winners.
No, hold on. The econ has made it for a reason. Man.
Yeah.
Intelligently.
Yeah.
No, I may agree with you that Cayman Spark make more millionaires than every other sport in Jamaica.
Yeah, we need to clean it up.
But do you agree that Cayman Spark make more papas than it?
No, sir, no. because just like any other economy, losers pay winners if you must take your risk. And we are risk takers in this country.
But aren't you?
He doesn't understand the point. He doesn't understand the point.
No, but the mere fact that you are saying it is losers play winners.
Then the losers play winners in Jamaica too.
Lord, the economists made it to a reason. Man.
Yeah, reason.
Because inevitably there'll be more winners than losers.
I don't know about that.
You can't have more. There'll be more losers than winners.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
But we don't consider ourselves no losers. We are risk takers.
And you're losing.
We want. It doesn't matter. It's part of our entertainment, sir. But we want a fair and level playing field.
All right.
From Cayman and Spark.
All right,
economists win the argument.
We're going to leave it here.
Yeah, if we bring Mr. Sharp come to the table here.
All right. We will try and get him.
Lose good customer, you know.
We will try and get him on tomorrow.
We'll try and get him on tomorrow.
Much of the family affair.
All right. Listen now tomorrow.
This is the reigning color of the year.
Yes,
sounding.
The man sound like something happened to him.
Trident.
Happened to him weekend on a Cayman.
Why I'm sound, man?
Something happened to him weekend on a Cayman.
Yeah, you know why I'm sound, sir? The man I could go. We'll try to get
Solomon Shah.
Solomon Panorama.
Who's very accessible, I might.
Yeah, Solomon will come.
Yeah.
For half hour, people.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is Wednesday.
Yeah, man.
So we can't have him Thursday because Thursday had the debate. All right, hello.
Yeah, Nicholas.
Yeah, man. What going?
What's up?
Good afternoon.
Big up on yourself, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Orville, make sure I get that man on the radio, you know, cause
no man, then
I don't want economic I don't want him pressure go.
You don't want him blow a fuse.
Yeah, calm down. All right, so here I go now. I don't want this thing sound like Messi versus Maradona, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to give Messi influence, see?
Yes.
But it seems like I'm name Berto, not doing research.
What did you understand Berto to be saying?
No, what I must say is that Maradona wasn't a leader. That may understand him myself.
Yeah.
Or Messi
Berto wants me to believe that when he said Maradona was a cancer, he only attacked 1 year.
Man, but what may I say?
Berto, you're bramble.
Yeah, one mistake couldn't make
it
couldn't make you a cancer.
Berto is trying to convince me that when he said Maradona was a cancer, he was only talking
about
94. Berto, I understand words.
Let me ask you a question, right?
That is not what you were convinced. Thank you. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. I really him more ask, but I ask him through you.
Yes.
Who play on the most bramblest team all the time? The same Napoli we are talking about, right?
Yeah.
Before Maradona got Napoli.
No, man, it is a given that Messi would have played on more star-studded teams than Maradona.
No, I'm not talking about the star-studded. May I forget Messi now, Forget Messi.
Oh, yeah.
Right? May I say, what Napoli needed at the time, was good leadership on the field and a man who can galvanize it.
Granted, he got 1 or 2 others a superstar with him, including Carrica from Brazil and things.
But you needed somebody to galvanize the fans, galvanize the team.
Yes.
Listen, I wonder if a man know that Maradona was in the realm of Muhammad Ali in terms of
big man, them build a church down in Argentina near Maradona. When them a pray, when people go to that church, they say, "Oh Maradona," and oh God, they say,
"Look here, man,
this man was a cancer to the teams." Alberto, you were not being singular. I challenge you on that.
I take a Messi, but Messi leadership we have currently no, because Messi just start show some leadership.
Yes.
See? But come on, man. When it comes to the football game, right? It you can't say close between Pele, Maradona, Messi, and them, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to leadership, man, it's too wide, man. You can't.
No, Berto, and he's not the first one, So that's not Berto. There are those who will tell you that Maradona's over the top and extravagant lifestyle outside of football should be held against him in terms of leadership on the football field. It's not true. No matter what Maradona was doing, how much drug he was taking.
You see him not know, right?
When him touch a football field, my boss, he was a leader through and through. Don't compare the man life outside of football.
Yeah, man. You have to do your research, man. Do your research properly, man. You can't come to them things, man. That will.
All right.
So I touch our next thing, right? Yeah. I touch the sports of a country. I can't understand. Because when I look on Jamaica, we do well in so much sports, and as a little country, we're up there. See? Mm-hmm. But the powers that be treat the facilities. I mean, not care who the government or what you call the people that control stadium, whoever, right? Mm-hmm. The one that control Montego Bay Stadium. We do well in so much sport, but when you forget them for do some repairs or upgrade the thing, it's like you pull tooth. Them not have no respect for what the athlete or the footballers, them are all who the well is for this country, right? What them expect? The thing just will continue like this years to come. Like, it just will continue like that without.
Yes.
We soon start dropping them.
And when the sportsmen and women have great
soon
success,
start dropping them, because guess what? You see, if them things say this thing just automatic, you have to give kids facility.
I agree, Nick, because when the sportsmen and women does well, we see the politicians them there in the news praising them and being there right beside them. So I think they can invest more in developing the major facilities.
I see an article. I don't know if it's true, right? The CPL from 2018, they try to get the Trelawney Stadium.
Yeah, but the government not doing
and the government.
not,
you understand? Yeah. Come on, man. We make too much money off sports in this country, as a small country, we have full tooth, we can't upgrade the stadium and them need to show respect, some more respect to the facilities. You know, I watch
the break coming in, so wrap the point.
Give me a minute, man, because I want to make that point.
All right, we give you 1 minute.
Yeah, man.
We give you 1 minute.
Don't move. We're coming back.
Yeah.
Practice respiratory hygiene. Make sure you and people around you follow good respiratory hygiene. This means covering your mouth and nose with your bent elbow or tissue when you cough or sneeze. Then dispose of the used tissue immediately. Droplets spread viruses. By following good respiratory hygiene, you protect the people around you from viruses such as cold, flu, and COVID-19.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Yeah, we're back with you, Nick, for a minute. Hello?
Yeah, man.
You have a minute.
Yes. You know, so I'm watching Nation League. I purposely watch the smaller team, them, Cayman and them team there, right? The match them.
Yeah.
You know the reason why I watch them? Because I look more upon them facilities, but on them turf for them get. I mean, them people are not Cayman and some little country where they play the Nation League, not in our category of sports, football, athletics, nothing.
Yes.
And yet still them provide such wonderful turf. And we can do that. You know, that's my point now. We need to show some more respect to the facility them because we soon start drop off of shape because of that reason. So I'll look at that.
Yeah,
all
man.
right?
All right,
Big
cool,
up,
Nick.
Cool.
Yeah, man. All right, music time now.
Yeah.
Second selection.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Who Dream in Color. And it's one from Rondell Positive and Jermaine Edwards. And it's called You Have Been There.
Rondell Positive.
First, I try to change the argument.
Oh, yeah. You gave me life when I deserved it. Open my eyes, change my mindset. While I was going on the road of destruction and my life was in a mess, you saw in me what I couldn't see. Thank you for your grace and mercy. Over sin, you gave me power to live in victory. Took me out of slavery. Oh yes, my past was important. You forgave me an instant. From hell you rescued me. Oh yes, from sinful addictions. God, you gave me resistance. No more I, but you with me. You've been there. Jesus, you've been there for me. You've been there. You've been there. You've been there for me. In my valley, when I couldn't see no one. Oh, Lord, you run me your love and remind me that I'm your son. Oh, yeah. Never know I'll be here singing this song. Oh, yeah. If it wasn't for your love, my life would be lost. Jesus, you've been there. You've been there. that I have done. Through your love I have overcome. Thank you, Lord, for your son. Many times in my life, tears came to my eyes, and I knew you were always calling me. I went left when you said go right, but you were standing right by my side. You were there, Lord. No matter where I've been, no matter what I did, you've been there. God, you say you never leave nor forsake me. Jesus, you've been there. If I take the wind,
All right, really nice song there from Rondell Positive and Jermaine Edwards. And I keep telling people that I never knew that so many religious and Christian songs existed. Till Omega take over. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns. For people who dream in color. And a lot of these gospel songs are not the conventional Amazing Grace.
Yes.
There are some songs when we think even the most hardcore youth them would like.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that this is probably the way to go. I was saying it to what the brother name, the big DJ
Prince Sarge.
That it is youths like him who have a greater chance to get to the generation than the long time traditional pastors, you know.
Yes, correct.
Because him look like them, him sound like them.
Yeah.
Is youth like him who can lead some of the youth away from what they deal with. All right, so that was it. We have little less than an hour to go, so we expect and welcome.
The time flying today, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think Argentina is supposed to playing Bolivia now, but I can't see the game anywhere. I don't know which television station is broadcasting it in Germany.
What is it, Sean? Take a few texts. Yeah. Sean said take a few texts. All right. We will be looking at some of the text messages here. All right. We're ready? Yeah.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
Orville and Zidane. This is Sue from Yewaton and Linstead. I heard Lady Driver yesterday. She see him late.
She see him late.
She not here. Me big up Sue. I'm not sure what that is saying. Brigadier here, Orville. I believe that in every business it is only practical to pay investors and workers a percentage in accordance to what the business make. Hence, if female sports generate as much as male sports does, then the percentage payout would be the same. But if not, it's going to be different. What say you? And then he says he's talking regarding the female thing. I completely agree.
That's how it works. So the NBA players negotiate based on the revenue, you know?
Yeah.
So the women NBA could never ask for the amount of money that LeBron James is making on Steph Curry because the women NBA doesn't bring in anywhere close to that amount of money. Yeah.
Basic. Do we play a voice? No. Sean, we not understand your sign language.
Yes, and no, so we not gonna understand it, you know.
Just tell me what you're saying now.
Yeah, man.
Jesus, the man find it hard to come out of the studio. Just tell me what you're saying. What are you saying? Huh?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right.
Thank you very much for gracing us with your presence.
Thank you.
Once again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're saying something regarding the women and men, the payout, and what Brigadier stated a while ago is absolutely correct. But that's what I believe. To be honest, that's what you earn. You should get that. WNBA players, on the other hand, they get more than they earn. To be honest, because the money from the NBA trickles over to the WNBA to help in their payment.
It's a subsidized league.
Yeah, it is. Because NBA making the money, but the WNBA is not making that money.
Is WNBA marketed enough?
It is marketed, but not enough, and it depends on how you can market things. I remember a few years ago, the former Sepp Blatter said something regarding women's football. Regarding maybe they should change their attire to attract more people to the sport. However, that was a short-sighted. Once you improve the sport, then the attraction comes. Like for this year, a lot of persons came to the World Cup. A lot of persons were attracted to the World Cup because of the style of play, not to what they wore. For basketball, it's not as attractive to watch as a men. You can't have anybody can dunk. Yeah, so it's not as attractive. Yes, they can shoot, but it's not as attractive as the men. So when that's fixed, I think when they improve, I think then you'll get more persons to your sport and more value for that sport. So it's dependent on that. And you had that argument with me on your program once regarding women's football and equality in pay. For tennis, however, it's equal prize money now for tennis. but I think that's okay.
I think so. I think so as well.
I used to fight because men played 5 sets and the women played 3 sets. I said, boy, men should get paid more. However, when you think about who brings more to the sport, the men or the women, sometimes when Serena was there,
yes,
Serena, in terms of viewers, they brought more viewership to the sport than the men. When Rafa brought, and I mean, Federer brought also, but it was basically equal when it came on to the final respective event. So that prize money equal, I have no problem with it at all. But if it's your equal pay, I don't worth it, I don't earn it, I have a problem.
Fair point. Fair point.
All right. Do we have any more?
We should be moving on pretty soon. The number 876. We're calling it slowly, deliberately. 876 968 8117. Usually them time we get the new callers. You know?
All right, so new callers, opportunity.
Yeah.
All right, we go to another. Rich?
Yes.
Good afternoon, Rich.
Oh, yeah.
Good afternoon. I am doing well.
Yeah.
I was listening to a former NBA player talking, and they were asking a question about the WNBA and the fact that 25 years and they've never made a profit. But so it's basically subsidized from the men's league. But
so they could never ask for equal pay. Never.
No, they can't. They can't ask for it because they are not earning any money to
at all. Yes.
Yeah. Shut down the men's league. I have shut down the women's league because
there you go.
You don't have the funds. But his argument was continue to subsidize it, continue to promote it, because he believes that eventually the men's game will get to the point where we want to watch it. And he believes that because if that is the expectation and the women are working towards that, it is a possibility. Now, at the time when he said it, I thought it was rubbish. And then I watched the Women's World Cup, this last iteration. And I was getting up to watch the game. Not because, even after Jamaica knocked out, because I was watching football. And there were spells in the game where it wasn't about men or women. It was about beautiful football being played. And I am somebody who loves football, and I'm seeing a beautiful game of football being played. And
But here why it's going to be tough for the women in terms of basketball, specifically in Norwich. You see, what we love to see in football, we like to see great passing, people dribbling, step overs, goals from 30, 40 yards out. We saw the goal from Brazil when they made some brilliant passing moves and then they finished the prettiness. It happens in the women's game as well, you know. What we love to see in basketball, like the high-flying dunks. I think you would have women, we ever see women being able to fly and dunk over people.
I don't know.
I don't think we'll ever be able to see the women able to do that.
I don't know, but guess what? I am since it's not affecting the men's game to continue to subsidize it. I say continue subsidizing.
No, I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? While we can get a replica of what the men does in terms of skill set in the women's game, we're not seeing, and I don't think we're going to see that in the women's game for basketball. Because I personally like to see when LeBron James take the ball and dribble past two and stuff it over somebody else ferociously. I don't think the woman never got that athletic ability ever in women.
That is possibly true.
Yes.
But who knows? We might see a phenom come along, and if it's even to watch that phenom come along, I'll wait.
All right.
That's my view. I'll wait.
Okay.
And as I said, since the men aren't complaining about the money that is going towards their league, then I say continue subsidize it. But what I don't want though is for the women to be coming on TV and talking about the pay that they're getting compared to the men when they aren't earning the money to get the pay.
Yes.
I don't think you'll see the women saying that
in basketball.
Yes, I've seen them. I've seen it.
They're crazy.
I have
the league not making any money and they're asking for
yes, I have seen it.
They're asking for more money or equal pay. What is it?
Can be equal.
Can be equal pay. They wouldn't be that ridiculous.
Well,
they must be asking for a little bit more money.
What they were pointing out was how much money LeBron James was being paid compared to what they were being paid.
So they want a little more, but them can't want equal.
If you're using the marquee player for the men's game,
because what the US women's football team were saying is that we are winning World Cups. We are the defending champions. We are big bad USA in women's football. Why the losers getting more money?
Because
So they had that argument.
No matter how much they win. Or put it this way.
No, but that was their argument.
This last World Cup, as wonderful as it was, you know that the FIFA had to
hold the line, Rich. Hold the line. Finish up on the point when I come back. We don't move. We're coming.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
What's up, Sports Desk Massive? It's the new and improved. What you say?
Text message.
Can't stop to make a call? Well, you can still add your 2 cents by sending in WhatsApp messages or voice notes to 876-828-0925. What you say? During the Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m. Sponsored by BH Paints. Paint it. Love it with BH Paints.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Nick.
Rich.
Yeah, you have a minute or two.
Yes. I'm saying that in this last World Cup, did you know that FIFA had to strong arm both England and I think France and one other country in Europe to take the feed for the Women's World Cup?
To take the feed?
Yes. Because these the traditional news outlets was convinced that they would have taken a loss in advertising revenue.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that discussion.
Yes. So the challenge that the women have or had, and it speaks to the ignorance of the U.S. Court system, why they even entertained the argument from the women.
They have found out. They have found a way to give them the same money. We'll fight them on that. If they can find the money somewhere to pay equally, I have no problem.
What they did was actually split the money, because you know that the money that the women earned from this World Cup year was split between them and the men.
Split between them and the men, meaning what?
I mean that when the men go to the World Cup, whatever money they earn is split between them and the women.
50-50.
Yes.
Oh, that's what they did.
Yes. So the earnings that the women made was also split again between them and the men.
So even though the men never play, I'm not sure I'm understanding. So the women got a prize money for the female World Cup, and they have to go get the man them half?
Yes, because the men have to give them half of their money when they go to the World Cup.
Oh, that's what they
That's
did.
what the court ordered.
I go and check on that, but I take your word.
But guess what? They earn more from the women from the men's World Cup than they earn from the men's World Cup, even when they win.
Oh, okay, yeah. So the women will have no problem because they know that eventually they would make more in the end. Yes.
So that is the reason why they argued along those lines, because they realized that even if the men only make it to out of the first round, the earnings from that will be more than them winning. Them going all the way.
Yeah, you get $13 million US to qualify for the World Cup, for the men's World Cup.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, Rich.
These are the challenges. But as I said, I have no issue with the NBA continuing to subsidize the women's league, in the hopes that one day they'll if it's even one player will come good.
All right.
And we'll be able to do some highlights.
Yeah, man.
All right, boss.
All right, Rich. Big up yourself. Call us tomorrow. All right, good. All right, Garvey.
Bro.
Heavyweight
Yes,
boxer,
sir.
Garvey.
Bantamweight. Second for bantamweight.
Okay.
Orville.
Yes, sir.
Let me just piggyback off of something that guy that they asked a while ago. I have a daughter who is a very big sports fan. No matter of fact, I'm a number one parent that's the reason sports with my daughter. And the other day, believe it or not, she doesn't really watch female basketball. She don't like it. And I was talking to her and I said, you know, what she think can be done to make the game more watchable. And she said something to me when I thought about it. I said, you know, so this makes sense. She said that they need to lower the rim. They need to. It makes no sense having the women's rim at 10 feet, Orville. When I thought about it, I said, you know, you're right.
The hurdles are lower for women than men.
I said, because Orville, what this guy just said, he's saying we should wait until one phenomenal athlete come along that can dunk in at the basket properly. But how that going to help the game?
One won't improve.
One won't do it.
Significant, yes.
But if you put the rim at, think about this, Zidane. If you put the rim at 9 feet, you don't think he would have made the women's game more attractive?
Yes, no, I can't believe your daughter came up with that.
Because men generally are taller than women.
Yeah. And can jump higher and run faster, and that's how you dunk.
Yeah,
and like I said,
I
said, the hurdles would have a precedent because the male hurdles are higher than the female hurdles in track.
It makes sense, Garvey, man. Absolutely.
You know what's funny, Orville? Over the years, I always hear these little snippets and sports and say, oh, another woman has dunked. And you know, you tune in to watch the dunk, Orville, and when you look at the sun, like a fingertip dunk.
Yes.
Like the woman's finger barely land on the rim.
Yeah.
And I say, oh, man, this is so anticlimactic. There's no excitement here.
None at all.
None at all. So if you put it at 9 feet, maybe you will see some more. A woman can do a couple reverse dunk. Yeah,
there you go, and then Zidane will be watching.
And the sound splits off of the rim.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So, NFL, Orville.
Yes.
Boy, I wouldn't want to be a Jets fan today. Boy, I tell you. Man, win the buckle and lose the war.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. Out for the season, I'm hearing.
Hey, Zidane, can you imagine the euphoria? You should have seen this excitement in the stadium last night when they win the game, Orville. It's few sporting events me ever watch. I see that type of euphoria over a victory. It was ridiculous. It was like they won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
But then, because the way they won too, it was a walk-off touchdown.
Yes.
What may I say? You can imagine, Zidane,
yeah.
when they went to the locker room and then calmed down 15 minutes later and think about the fact that this man, where they invested basically the whole season in this man, you know.
Yes.
The man was done after 4 plays, bro, for the whole year.
Yeah, man, rough.
Well, I tell you, them snake bit. But the Jets have a history like that. That just,
I'm sorry.
I feel them think that. Them, I don't know. And you know, it's funny, you know, Orville. You know, like when we bring up race on the show, you know. But yeah, you know, you said the New York teams, for some reason, Orville, they always shun away from drafting the black quarterbacks, man. And you would have figured say in a diverse city like New York, black quarterbacks would play well. But the problem with the Jets and the Giants is even though they are in New York, their headquarters are like in the suburbs. One is in Florham Park and one is the other one Hempstead. So what you find that those demographics in those areas in Orville is 95% or 99% Caucasian. And part of being a quarterback, you have to be able to sell them to the fan base. Like a man like Lamar Jackson, he's not going to play well in a Green Bay, Wisconsin, with him tattoos and him braids and him. It's not going to play well. You know, that's why it work in Baltimore, because if you know anything about America, Baltimore is one of the blackest cities. So I think New York, boy, I don't know, because New York had a chance to draft Patrick Mahomes, you know? The Jets, you know.
Where was he drafted? Which number?
Number 10.
Oh.
9 teams passed on Patrick Mahomes. And listen to this, Zidane. The Chiefs had the 27th pick in the draft that year. They traded 2 picks to move up to 10. So anybody in front of the Chiefs from number 1 to 26 could have moved up and draft Patrick Mahomes. You believe that? The greatest draft day trade in the history of the NFL. And the Jets had it right there in front of them. They didn't do it. Jets have passed on many, many good black quarterbacks. They could have drafted Deshaun Watson. In the same draft, Deshaun Watson was drafted 12th overall. So they New York does have a history of that. And now here they go with a 40-year-old quarterback.
If they were drafted at 10th and 12th, it means that other teams would have passed them up.
Yeah, I'm not saying but you see,
it depends on who the other team have. So if
you have to remember the situation when have it. Not every team was quarterback needy.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you have a big top quarterback, you wouldn't necessarily. Yeah.
No, you wouldn't pick a guy if you have a guy already.
Yeah.
But being a team like the Jets, Orville, perennially never have a quarterback yet. I can't believe that the man them just refuse to draft certain quarterbacks. They refuse.
Like I said,
Whatever,
boss.
you have to go call Diego, ask him why.
Yeah, man, it's
Well,
a good
Diego will chime in if he
New York. I see him team, man. You know him probably despondent. He didn't call today.
Hasn't called, yeah.
You no need to do a welfare check on Diego. See you Thursday. Tomorrow, Thursday.
Tomorrow, big up,
Zidane.
Baba.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Let's come on, yeah.
And you know the format, right?
Run through it again quickly, no?
5 minutes for your opening remarks. 1 minute rebuttal.
And then 2 questions.
2 questions asked alternately, and then a 2-minute final statement.
Summation.
So it's 5, 1, 2 questions and a 2-minute rebuttal. All right, sir.
That's all bad. Big up Pioneer.
Yeah, man.
Later. Yeah.
Planting.
Yeah, planting again from out of St. Mary.
Yes, the man with the big planting farm. Hello? But after that introduction, there is no planting, man.
Planting 9. Call drop. Planting. Call us back, man.
And if him in the feet. All right, let's go again.
It's a plant. They say once you get through one time, people, here is a planting. It would have been the third call.
Yeah.
All right. Hello.
I'm there.
Is planting man this?
Yeah, you're not. Yeah, man, you're not hearing me.
We're hearing you now, plant.
Loud and clear.
Good. My respect, Zidane.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Big up, plant.
Yeah, man. Farming. Me have bees too, you know. Me have bees too, but on the radio, you don't go on the radio and talk what you got on your farm, Zidane. You can in trouble. Here.
Oh.
Yes, man. You have to use. You don't get your head just to wear cap and put on pillar. You have to think.
Yes.
Think properly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, big up to you on the
don't
farm.
talk with me about.
Big up to you on the farm.
Yeah, man.
Whatever you have on it.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
I want to.
Your farm upon the flat iron of the hills. Just check it.
On the hill. On the hill.
Say no more.
Yeah. Yeah, man. When economists speak so passionately about in game, me laugh, you know. You know, and that's why them said right here the spice of life, you know. So you have to love every caller. I when Hamilton in Bramble, because it takes a long time you listen. You have to love every caller because they make the program see. Because when economists behave like that, you know, man, me start laughing up because why you can't say the man him doing thing, you know, man.
Yes, man.
I mean, I say, yeah, everybody I love him thing. When some friend I get a deal with Zidane about football, you know, man. It come like say I get only 1-2 gloves on his hand, you know, Zidane for deal with it, you know.
Yes, indeed, man. I saw him sound for true, my boss.
I mean, enjoy it. It make me laugh.
Yeah.
Because remember, you know, when I get up, nobody now get up here for whatever they do, you know. I do get them take it serious. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I get into business. Respect I get.
Yes.
We get into business. Orville.
Mm-hmm.
When the brother mentioned
instead of getting to it, no boss, and then we cut you. We hold the line and we take the break. And we'll come back.
Yeah,
man, we're coming back.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Two-time Grand Slam champion Simona Halep has been banned for 4 years following breaches of the tennis anti-doping program. An independent tribunal determined that the 31-year-old Romanian had committed intentional anti-doping violations. Halep tested positive for the use of roxadustat at last year's US Open. She was also found guilty of using an unspecified prohibited substance or method in 2022 after irregularities were found in her biological passport. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
For miles and miles of beautiful carpets and exquisite rugs to brighten your office and home, visit the Carpet Store at 18 Dunbarton Avenue off Malines Road. They install, clean your carpets, and add elegance to every room in your house. Call 876-649-0174 or come to the Carpet Store at 18 Dunbarton Avenue, because you deserve the best.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Spaces are available, people. So after Platinum, they get right on if you call right through now. 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Yeah, Platinum, back with you.
Yes, you realize that when you mention when you repeat the number, you go slow. Even person who quick, because Uncle Mo said lady, catch number, man not so quick to catch number. You know, person quick to catch the number can catch it. Yeah. All right, what kind of business?
Yes.
When you mention Orville about when the guy mentioned about cancer, in line with Maradona name, right?
Yes.
Now, there's no time I remember in history all my school days. Me never hear nobody mention cancer to nobody in line with nobody, and it in a good way.
Exactly.
It's always in a bad way.
Yes, but he was saying Maradona was bad for his team.
Right. Right, but it's right, but him can't just put it down like him just talking for one incident or a one game or a one match or what.
No.
When you say cancer, man, cancer that's something when let's just say you likely cancer take your life, So I think it's a look a strong word him use to Maradona. He should have used another term still. But I understand him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and while he wasn't perfect, but I don't think I could say he wasn't a great leader of men.
Not pan football.
Right.
Yeah, it's like 2014 when
life one man live.
Like when Messi,
what a man.
Hold on, let me make the point quickly. It's like 2014 when Messi is brilliant, So I'm going to give you the brilliance, But when things around him not doing well, Messi will just hold on him head like him and say, yo, pass the ball, go on and give him the ball and just walk away. Maradona will say, come on, man, let's go, So definitely, consistently, the better leader. No two ways about it. Maradona on the field.
A man lifestyle. Look, I'm not going to say him live some nice lifestyle, because we know so that man live some serious lifestyle. But your lifestyle will live have nothing to do with your sports or your work. When you on work, when I'm in the studio, Zidane, you just complete the word will come out your mouth. Maybe you want to say, plant man, come here. And you say, plant man, come here.
Yeah.
Because you're at work.
Yes.
So you can't use a man lifestyle and him professional and judge him. Me not think it's fair to use the two of them. Because it now affect him when he man.
There's one thing to judge you as a person, man, and there's another thing to judge you as a performer or as a leader.
Exactly.
Some of the greatest leaders of men never had the most exemplary lifestyle.
You listen to Maradona about the hand of God goal.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
man said the man in my go on. Man said, "Ronaldo, celebrate.
Come with me.
Celebrate. Ronaldo, come on."
And they started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Orville, I want to take up you on something what you mentioned about drugs. Now, when a man take drugs, it no matter whether I'm married or who, any sportsman you want to put it to. Drugs don't make you better in a not way doing. I'm not supporting drugs. Let me clear the way quickly. So somebody say Platinum I support drugs in sports. I'm not supporting drugs in sports. But if somebody take drugs, if Zidane go take drugs right now. Sorry Zidane, no watching him here.
Yeah,
if Zidane go take drugs right now, and Zidane come in the studio, you can't be a better talker, No, and if you go take drugs and you come in the studio, you can't be a better talker. And Zidane, you have to be a better talker before the drugs.
Now, what drugs does in track and field is give you the wherewithal to train harder and longer.
The only thing, I'm coming here, the only thing drugs do in any sports attack, drugs only make you stronger, but it don't make you skiller, it don't make you better. I believe
in some sports being stronger,
like track and field. That's why they come down harder in track and field than any other sport.
Right.
Because being stronger can ultimately mean being better.
Yeah, man. If you're close in talent, I'm gonna take the drugs and you're not. I'm going to run left, my boss. I'm going to beat you.
But look here, no. You can't put that for 100 meters, brother.
No, man. If you're close in quality, man, I'm taking the rest. I said close.
Planting. There's a reason why athletes take drugs.
Yes,
they
man.
know the advantages.
Yeah.
I believe that like a long distance runner, I think the drugs.
No, man, but a lot of sprinters, 70 or more % of the people who have run sub 10 have been found guilty of drug taking at some point.
All right.
That is one of the ugly truisms of sprinting.
Look how you play right. Look how you play right in my right and now. Uppercut. Watch this now. Zidane. Watch this outcut of it. Gatlin was taking drugs. How much time beat Usain Bolt?
No. You are saying that drug doesn't make you better. It doesn't make him better than Bolt, but it make him better than some other
exactly.
people. No, but you don't say exactly like you have scored any point plan, man. Gatlin was on drugs and it made him better than he otherwise would have been. The matter is not it make you better than the next man. You know?
Yeah.
The argument, does it make you better than you would have been? And if the athletes didn't think so, then they wouldn't take it. Not ABC logic.
I will go with that. But you still have a point it down to the young people. Well, listen to the station that even though Gatlin take drugs left, right, and center, Gatlin still couldn't run left Bolt.
Lord, Bolt is one man in my boss. Yes. It made a second incoming at the race. It might have helped him to beat the other 6 man.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
No simple argument.
That's true. That's true. So that's the only
so
point I'm sure.
Drugs help you. If you say if they never say where drugs is an advantage, them would not take it. Them see the difference when them take it from when them not take it. It made them work harder in a training, make them recover quicker, make them stronger, and all of the background work where them need to put in the drugs help them to do it. Right now, them just liquid Paul Pogba because I'm a take testosterone. You know, think him know why I'm a take it.
And there's a tennis player now. What's put it up? There's a tennis player that was banned for 4 years today.
Simona Halep.
Yes.
Former 2-time NBA, what you call it?
French Open
champion.
Yes.
And she take drugs. Them know it benefit them, man. You have to have talent. If me take 40 pounds of drugs, me not gonna run 958. But for people who are in it, man, it helps.
Paul never look on drugs. Cause Paul been there. Paul done a superstar already. Him done wealthy already. So him just a mess up him own life because it have drugs not just it have a PR day too, you know. Where you know gonna just get to scot free from drugs, you know. Okay. So it's good to go down that road.
All right, boss.
All right, yes, I want to let in somebody else. Respect him. Zidane, let me tell you this before me go. Zidane, the guy when you hear me always a big up, that is Junior in Cock Street, Portmara. Is a Arsenal man. Him know every single thing just like you.
Tell him to call the program and we talk some Arsenal.
Exactly.
Man. Yeah, man.
When you know me do, when me my house, me I go try get to and make him talk to Zidane.
All right, wonderful.
All right, that's all good.
All right, big up plan, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you ever think about how some people who have never called the program, and the minute them call,
yes,
it's like
it's a magnet. It's a magnet.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's then just become standard part of the family.
That's what happened to me as well, you know. Because I always listen long before my call, you know. Long before. Yeah.
And then once you start,
my brother told me, say, call it. Me always say, my brother, foolish them attack. And the man that told him, say, why you don't call the program? I say, me not call him, I don't know about sports.
All right, let's go back and like Bowls Rock.
Good afternoon.
What your name? When I hear him.
Orville.
Yes, we're hearing you now.
We don't have country and on a long line we're using a brethren.
Sorry.
I know, but you know how long you have on this man from the call, man. I just have 5 minutes at each, man.
Sorry, Bowls Rock.
Yeah. You know, I'm calling a second day calling this, right? Yesterday and today, the second day. No, between Zidane now, Walker Yunis and Wazim Akram and Steve Armstrong. Which one of them is a better, more effective bowler to you out there?
But me like Akram of them three.
Wazim Akram.
Yeah.
Yeah, myself rate them on the two. But currently now these bowlers
How harmless coming at that?
I Mr. never have that quality.
He was a dangerous man too, you know, bowling bones.
Yeah, he was that bad bowler, but I don't think him in the man the class, no boss.
You don't think so?
No, sir.
Oh. Well, these current West Indian player when we call Crofton. None of them we are bowl now. Although Armason then, you say how and come in there. You think so none of these bowlers as good as him now?
For West Indies. No, sir.
Armason ended with a bowling average of 31.8. You could argue that maybe Roach and Holder would be close.
Yeah.
And accuracy now, how the accuracy go now?
No, well, when your bowling average is 31.82, it means that you were decent but not special. And I would say the same thing about Roach. Them decent. Roach them better than decent at home. Roach them fairly special at home. And kind of ordinary abroad. But career for career, you'd probably have to give Roach the edge over Harms.
Okay. Last thing now. But a Shane Warne and Molitaran now, which of them take more wickets?
Molitaran take more, man.
So which one is the most better bowler then?
I would give Molitaran the edge.
Over Shane Warne?
Yeah.
Which of them play a longer version of the cricket?
Which one of them play the longer version?
Yeah.
Or which one of them play
for
longer?
Which one play longer?
Both had pretty long careers.
Two of them play way per games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Molitaran slightly, but they both played very long.
I'm going to tell you how much test them both play. Keep listening. All right?
Yeah.
What else you want to ask?
No, tomorrow, cause it run out here now. Tomorrow we call back here.
But you hear the radio though?
Me turn it off, man. I must be fun on.
Turn it on.
Turn it on and you will hear. She and one play 145 tests. Me I gotta tell you how much Molitaran play if you just hold on right now.
Yeah, listen on the phone, man.
Yeah, man, listen. Keep listening.
Molitaran would have played. So she and play 145. Molitaran would have played how much this now? 133.
Oh, so Shane Warne actually edged Molitaran. There you go. So
Shane would have played a few more tests.
Yeah, I know both played very long. Though. They didn't.
All right.
They went long.
Yeah. So Abel, one more thing. Heat Street, in passed away with you.
Yeah, man. Died 3 weeks ago.
All right. Tomorrow we chat again. Yeah.
Big up Bolzak. I wish parish you call from.
Krasky, South Manchester.
Oh, are you at the same man? What you really name? Bolzak?
Buzzrock, but right name is Ronaldo.
Oh, Buzzrock.
Buzzrock.
No, we call you Buzzrock, man.
Yeah, man. All right, then. All right.
Buzzrock. All right, Buzzrock. Big up. Thanks for the call.
All right. Plant man and Buzzrock just become part of the family just like that. That's why you never know. Who you have now? Hello.
Correction, the correct one.
Correct one. Legend like correction.
A long time corrections I called, you know.
How long you called?
Years though, man.
Years, man. Years, man.
How did you become aware of the program? In the first
Not a big argument, Jamie, man.
Which one? Inga.
Line sound dead. I know you cut him off faster. All right, we take correction. Call us back. Another call us back. 15 more minutes. We take the final break, people. We're coming back. Sports Desk.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel, make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, Ria, check your phone, your money land. VNBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier. Sign up for VNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, fit in the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VNBS money transfer.
JPS. Keep it cool, keep it cool. Summertime hot, but we have all the tools. Keep it cool, keep it cool. No waste to sale, you just have to choose. Pay out of the fridge, just use a igloo. Remember your Kisco ice and the juice. If an AC combo, yeah, I hit that. AC for a bit, then a fan after that. Keep it cool, keep it cool. This summer JPS have all the tools. Keep you cool with JPS. Download the JPS app today.
This is KLAS FM, the station where you get God and sports. We broadcast on the 89 frequencies on your FM band and online at omegaklas.com. Please continue to be blessed and enlightened. Gospel and sports sensible.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we go back online. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, correction. Back with you.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on. Right, may I say, can you hear me?
Yeah, man, we are.
Right, may I say, me used to listen, watch the score on another radio station, and used to basically just browse the radio to see if we can find a sports program. One day we woke up on the program and was listening for a good while until the win argument come up. Play better and lose.
Oh man, that's famous argument, man.
Yeah,
oh, is it? I think it's argument they draw me out, you know.
Yeah, man, and the argument they draw me out at my car.
Yeah, man, I've read the corrections on this one. I remember your corrections, man.
Yeah, man. So, Orville.
Yes.
I never know what you wanted, man.
What have I done?
You know, I say I murder people.
People's calling career.
Yeah.
I haven't done any such things. That's an unfortunate thing to say about a good work life.
Yes, I'm not guilty.
Not guilty of that. I don't know why you're laughing. A caller's career should be dependent on a caller, not by me.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh God. All right, let's leave that alone.
Yes.
Yes, man. Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
What's about Locomo? You know, say last time I played 80, then beat you, what I do.
Beat with two love.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, man, I remember the game, you know, they came with some fight and there, some quality and them bunks and moves.
Granted, it wasn't this kind of team.
Not at all.
No, but 80 is a team that might not possess the talent, but they're a fighting team. They play hard. They play very physical. You understand?
Yeah, man, their football has improved in the last
right.
decade.
And when you look on 80, even though what is taking place in the country, they always seem to have a good football program going on.
Yes.
I don't know how they do it, but
that is a good question.
Yeah, man, I don't know how they do it, but they always manage to keep a good team. You know.
Yeah.
So we can't slip little more, brother. Then money will make you pay.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Saying that I expect us to win. I'm going 2-1 for the night.
Yeah, that makes it too.
Yeah, man. I go 2-1 for the night. All right, back to some basketball now. Now, the Pioneers today I say he may believe that Draymond Green
He's on his way out. He's on his way out. Yes.
He went further on to say that Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and
Steph Curry might end their careers at Golden State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That not gonna happen, but the only person that might happen for is Steph. Yeah, because when you look on Klay is since the injury, even though I would classify him now as an around average. But he's not been the Klay of old.
Yeah, man, he was very inconsistent. For example, in the Western Conference semifinals against Lakers, he was very inconsistent, up and down.
And at the level that Steph is still playing at, if these players still continue to deteriorate around him, the Warriors organization not going to waste Steph years, but they're going to get players around Steph, and it means that persons have to go, persons will have to go. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And I will reiterate again, Draymond Green, I will go out and say this is the last year of Draymond Green at the Warriors.
You think so?
Yeah, man. Don't watch that extension.
Why? If you get this right, me give you props. Me give you big props, my boss.
Yeah, man. Don't watch the extension. This is basketball. You understand? Players sign contract today, and by tomorrow you hear them and say them want trade and all sorts of things. But that extension was is a thank you.
I think a lot depends on how Golden State does in the upcoming
right,
years.
and that's what I'm saying.
You see if them win, because winning 10-5 soothe over a lot of
right,
you see if them lose,
wonderful, right.
Then
right on the ball.
and especially if Draymond not have an outstanding season, I think there's an expiry date on his
And
time.
remember now, Draymond is now an offensive liability.
Yeah.
Where the need Draymond is in defense. You understand? And as he continues to drop off in his gear.
It wouldn't be the first and certainly not last, where a team goes for it. It doesn't happen, and the owner say, listen, we're spending this amount, paying this, or payable is too high for us to not be competing for a title. Yeah. So they get knocked out in the first round, they might just blow it up and cut the losses. Yeah, so you're not making a bramble point.
Right.
Yes.
So outside of that, you're taking what's going on with Zion Williams.
With the yes. Yeah, man. I'm watching what is going on, man. Boy, this player, he's basketball.
What to them youngsters, brother?
In the get no big contract yet, and need to be careful, you know.
Exactly. What happened to these young people? Well, they can't understand. Hey, someone can get some golden opportunities in a bridge.
Yes.
And it's like them when them get to them don't know.
Hey, that's why I rate LeBron James in my bars. No mistake.
All right. Before I leave now,
yeah, quickly.
Pioneer today. I would say when he was speaking about the youngsters, I agree with Pioneer 100%. And what blows my mind, how can a parent take up your hard-earned money and go buy a bag, done Spanish to get child
to go school?
A parent?
I could leave it there, sir, boss. I could leave it right there. So on that note, we take a break. No, not take a break.
You know whose mother wouldn't allow that?
No. First of all, Bib's not going to buy a bag for 40. That feedback, you won't get that.
All right. Who we going to ask that?
Hello?
New York.
Oh, Diego. Good afternoon, Diego.
Well, I never touch it, but since you lead me into it, it's just a question me have, things in Jamaica for anything different. Sometimes you need to help me, educate me. No, if Diego Jr. is going to Calabar first form, and I see a bag that says Dunce on it, and I buy it for him. When he goes to first form Calabar, who's he offending?
What? Diego, you're the boss.
Listen, he's not offending anybody.
All right, when we move on.
Isn't an institution for learning.
You haven't answered my question. I know Calabar's institution for learning. I went there.
The principal.
Offending the
and the school board.
So what? So explain to me. I'm sure you must have explained why was the principal offended.
I think there's a context in it, Diego. You know the new slang in Jamaica. We're fully done. So, like a man and a problem being done. Fully with dance. And the song, boy, you don't know what dance it. And so it's like you them come glorify the dance this now in the school. So maybe that is the issue.
Anyway,
you understand that?
It's just a question.
No, you're not in Jamaica, so you're not in Jamaica.
He's offending the school, Diego. He's projecting an image that goes contrary to the schools.
Yeah.
I just asked you that question,
and I just answered.
The principal is offended,
yeah,
and he's basing his offense based on some dancehall music. We move on.
No, that's not what
we can't relate to that, so we move on.
All right, go on.
So anyway, what was I saying to you? What was the economics, the call of the year? What was his argument? Because he's so upset that I didn't hear what he was upset about.
He was talking about some family running Caymanas Park and they need to stop it. I'm not sure specifically what he was talking about. But
there was no argument then. He's complaining about something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, moving on again. You know the other thing.
Yes.
Intellectual reason. Yeah.
Yes.
Gabi asked the question, Zidane, about
the Jets.
But I can tell you this, his daughter is a genius because I don't watch women basketball. That time I never hear people even talk about it, and it goes back to entertainment.
Yeah.
And what the NBA game does, you see things that normal humans don't do. The game is played above the rim, defying gravity. And you don't see that in the women's game. So that suggestion to lower the basketball is a great suggestion.
Yeah, man. Beautiful.
Yeah. So that's what people go to see now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
If you notice in basketball, Zidane, if you really watch basketball, don't watch what's going on. Watch when they do and look at the bench. The 9 man them get up.
Yeah,
These are the
man.
bench players,
Yes.
Even they who are getting paid millions to play are awed by what they're
Yes.
seeing.
Yes.
Nothing awes you in the women's game. Nothing awes you in the women's game.
Yes.
So it's a great point he's making. His daughter is a genius. They're going to give Caesar what is due to Caesar. Now, the thing about he's saying about black quarterbacks now,
Yes.
if he's talking about the old days, yes, because we know the stigma. The mental part of the game, they didn't feel black quarterbacks could process the mental part of the game. But I can't agree with him today. Today, owners just want to win. They just want to, NBA owners just want to win. NFL owners just want to win today.
Yes.
And we did draft a quarterback, the Jets, Geno Smith. Geno Smith was a black quarterback who's playing for Seattle right now, Zidane, but you don't follow the NFL. And then we had a Latino that the Jets drafted, Mark Sanchez. So, but in the old days, he's right about the old days. That was the main reason, Orville and Zidane.
All right.
They never thought that black players could process the mental.
But was that only peculiar to New York or just the States in general?
No, but the whole NFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying, if he's talking about today, I can't agree with him.
All right.
The New York owners want to win today. Want to win.
All right, Diego, we're squeezing one.
We're trying to squeeze one.
One last thing. Because I heard you say my great genius intellectual from 61 Radio Zone said Maradona was a cancer. Did he tell you why?
He was talking about his off the field lifestyle.
Yeah, but that never affected the team on play.
When you call him, tell him that.
No, let me call him. I'm not talking about the radio. I'm not understand why I make it personal.
All right, when you next get a chance.
No, it's you. Just ask him to explain.
Diego, when I tell Berto, I tried to drone me with him, and I said, Zidane, I know you agree with me.
All he has to do is
he's confusing what Diego did off the field. Yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be satisfactory if we're talking about cancer. Off the field is his personal.
Yeah, because he went to 82, 86, and 90. 3 World Cup in his prime. Then he was past his best in 90.
By 94, him done.
Yeah.
Diego, who wants squeeze one more?
Yeah.
I know you'll be on tomorrow to listen to the
Get
debate.
in.
Yeah? All right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
man. Say no more.
Yeah. One last 2 minute one. Who this?
Yo, man, as I respect, man.
Oh, preacher.
If you don't know, you want to cut off your long time preacher, man. Tell me, sir.
Preacher, you migrate or something?
Yeah, man, I did the overseas. My forward back in there. But let me say, you have to see what they're going on. 9/11 strike twice yesterday, you know.
Oh, you mean with Aaron Rodgers?
Man. Yeah, man. The entire New York, man, in a morning and grief.
Yeah.
When Diego asks who the man where wear the dunce bag of offend, you know, say I'm really in a state of mental disorder. You know what I mean?
Shots fired.
You big up yourself, Diego. You know, you're the godfather. Yo, if I say still, the man who said Maradona is a cancer. The man that did watch Maradona play football.
Boy, I don't know what I mean.
But in the Maradona second all time, you know, so we don't understand. You know,
and all of a sudden, because I messed the man now become a cancer. Bertie, I call the program for 10 years and never know Maradona was a cancer. Messing with the World Cups.
The Messi fan them crazy, you know.
No, if you want to put Messi ahead of him now, I say yes, I think overall, no, Messi is the greater player, then fine.
Why would you be rating a man as the best who you think was a cancer?
No, I strict them beside the man name. I say, I'm a turn and I'll straight.
The argument can be made and should be made that Diego Maradona is probably the most inspirational footballer to have ever played the game.
I think an argument can be made.
See?
Yes.
When you think about how the man dragged a 1990 Argentina team into a World Cup final, a team that was like loaded with injuries going into the tournament,
including himself.
Himself was injured. A team that never really did anything much to inspire in the first round, struggled throughout, but it was always something. This little man always find some way to make somebody around him come up with something great.
Preacher, you call late, man. They might run me out of the studio.
Call it tomorrow, preacher. Early.
But call early tomorrow and
fix up Berto.
And help us
fix up Berto.
Get Berto to understand that calling the man a cancer was wrong, sir. All right,
all right, big up. All right, that is it, people. Thanks to all the people who took time out to call and listen. Big up, we appreciate it. Thanks to Oster Hoyt. Thanks to Kat Anderson, who was and Sean, the producer. It will be Garfield Jones and Orville tomorrow. Join us then for more Sports Sense. Until then, have yourselves a fantastic evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
If you have fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical care early. Stay home if you feel unwell. If you have a fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical attention and call in advance. Follow the directions of your local health authority. National and local authorities will have the most up-to-date information on the situation in your area. Calling in advance will allow your healthcare provider to